Okay, hello Two Dwellers and welcome to another Mabinogi Duel livestream. Hello from me and from Samurai Quack. And we'll put him away. Hello Lee, welcome to the stream, nice to see you as ever. Our feature card today is Desert Fox, because he's an adorable little fella. Just look at those eyes and that nose and those teeny teeth. And ignore the scorpion, because it's terrifying. And I don't want to have to deal with it. As always, I have my standard budget deck sorted out. We'll have to muck around with some other decks. I think this one's going to start getting a little old for people, but I need some more 5-star cards. Scamcat, will you offer me any? No. Rai Senpai, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Nice to see you. Goodbye to Scamcat. And, yeah, I need to sort out those boosters. So we'll do another 10-pack pull. I'm going to do 10 packs rather than like 30 packs this time. Missed, goodbye. Oh no, how tragic. So we'll do 10 booster pack pulls in a minute. Just wait for everybody to arrive and settle down. In the interim, let's just quickly check out the boards here, see if we can find anything to snipe. I have, what do I have? 192,000 gold. That is not much. Jeez Louise, 500,000 for a Mana Arrow of Revenge. Goodbye. Not that, that's not. 500,000 for a Vampire Mana +1. It's a good card, but I mean, am I just out of touch, or is this guy wildly overpricing his cards? I mean, 2 million for Prows? Good lord. If you can actually get that much money, I'm going to have to start selling off all my excess Prowses. This person here's goodbye. Okay, now you're just going through all variations of it, miss. If anyone's interested, this guy's got a full-on collaboration thing going on here, which is quite interesting. Prices seem to be fine, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at these booster packs, shall we? Bum, 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 bum. Purchase multiple items. Purchase 10, 300 gems. There you go. Swig of Arc Juice for luck. And let's hope it doesn't crash this time. It did not. And we got a big shiny. Let's find out what that is. All Missile, nice. Rookie Gambler, weird. Ultimate Attack, pointless. Hunter Rigate. Yay, I love that card. And a Princess's Shadow, Alicia, which is nice. She's fine. She's alright. Another shiny. Evgenia Palace Handmaid, Amantur's Black Spell Circle, which is... Amantur's Blue Spell Circle, which is really good. Shiny Angel Cassiel. Nib Nib, still love me, sadly can't watch today. That is very sad. Oh. Alright, Nib Nib, well I hope you're having fun, whatever it is that you're doing. Angel Cassiel, when someone turns the enemy in front into an ally for 1 turn while paralyzing itself for 4. Fair enough. And the Golden Garden Apple Tree, which is fun, but could really do with being 1 resource less. Next up, number 3, Seizure, meh. Suspicious Peddler, meh. Skeleton's better. Bankruptcy, eh. Kadir's Priest, meh. Decipher Codex, meh. It's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. Vengeful Hero, meh. Feathers Phoenix is nice. Fiery Zealot's nice. Voodoo Flower Sylvia, I think that's my first one of these. Turns an opponent creature with 1 HP or less. Oh, it's just a mermaid. What's her face? Nah, never mind. Pointless. And Banishment. Poor old Veda Goat. Magic Library, Tower of Sages, Ship Doctor, Traveler Orphan's not bad, and Trist, which is fine in particular gimmick decks, but we don't run gimmick decks around here. Wealthy Citizen, Religious Confession, I like that one. Ultimate Attack again. For something that's got the word ultimate in it, it's pretty common. Oh look, Master Templar Materio. Once again, I'm getting all these 5-star cards I already have. Oh well. He's a nice guy anyway, I like him. And Obsession, blah. Bonus card, Light Card Appraiser, that's fine. That's a good one. Kadir's Treasure Room, Arrow of Revenge, which is very cool, although, I mean, that would ruin his depth perception. Also, his other eye appears to be blind, so, interesting. Ornate Cursed Doll, Rise of the People, that's good. That's my 3rd one of those, so that's not bad. Veracity, Kadir's Guillotine, Counter Summon, and another Amantur, which is fine. He's a good card. Another 5-star that I already have, though, and a Golden Garden Cat who used to be so good. Used to be. Meister Nua has 1 energy when targeted by a spell, can see 1 energy and cancel the spell, +1 attack every turn. I guess, yeah, you know, there's a lot of untargetable spells out there right now, but... Warrior Gannat. Mist, what's the streaming lineup for the rest of the week? 5-star GP. The rest of the week is tomorrow, and unfortunately I won't actually be around tomorrow, which is why we're doing the Mabinogi Duel stream today. I have to pick up my brother from the airport, and he's getting in at about 2 o'clock. And the airport's like an hour and a half away, so unfortunately I won't be back in time for live streams. Next week there's going to be more live streams. I don't know if I'll be doing them every day, but I will at least do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I think I'll be moving the streaming time to 2 p.m. rather than 3 p.m. So an hour earlier than normal. And we'll see how that works out, because I get a lot of people who are over in sort of Asiatic countries, Australasia, that kind of thing, who have difficulty watching the live stream or at least watching it all the way through. So we might move it back an hour, and that way it's still okay for people in America, and obviously people in sort of Western Europe, but it also works out much better for Eastern Europe and Asia. Failed test subject, bankruptcy, charging bull, fiery zealot, foundryman, Maxime, nothing brilliant there. Okay, so nothing really super awesome, but we got a few 5 stars that I already had, so we can probably sell those off. Leak back, got anything good? No, unfortunately not really. A lot of, well, I say a lot of, like 2 or 3 5-star cards, which I already had. Which is a little tragic, but, meh, so it goes. So it goes. So I got a card appraiser light as well, that's also nice. And then, yeah, 2 5-star cards, Amantur, Materio, already, that's my 3rd Materio and my 2nd, I think, Amantur? Yeah, 2nd Amantur. So we got a couple of new ones, but well, that's not new actually. Is that new? That's new. Yeah, not very good new ones though. Wah wah. Masters Odyssey. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see what we got for this. A whole bunch of gold. Not too bad, but not too good either, given the prices of things. Aishana, I will add you in a second. Let's just take a look at this. We got 5 3-gem rewards, so that'll go towards today's sub-battle prize pool. Let's just refresh that quickly, get it all done. Let me just check what we have now in the way of gem rewards for people. So we have... Wait, where did my... Oh, it became a ticket, didn't it? Yeah, there we go. Lee got around 360 gems from all the arenas this morning. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we got those. All right, so that should give us... Yeah, there we are. All right, so now we have a bunch of 3 gems, a bunch of 5 gems. So we'll start with the 5 gems as the sub-rewards today, sub-battle rewards. And then we'll move into the 3 gems, and if there's any 3 gems left at the end, I'll just hand them out to people. Aishana, I will add you now. For those of you who don't know, if you add me as a friend during the live stream, I will guarantee to add you back. If you send a friend request outside of live stream times, I may or may not add you back. My sort of request lists, as you can see, is pretty huge. I've got a big backlog to get through. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate the gems. That will help. Goes towards booster packs, goes towards cards, and those in turn will go towards videos. I will hopefully be bringing Mabinogi Duel video out next week as well. If I can get enough good cards together from the latest releases, and we'll see how that goes. Moaz, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay. So as always, we have gems available for sub-battles. So if anybody wants to get involved in sub-battles, which is where you put in the chat that you're willing to fight, and then 2 of you fight, I spectate and commentate, and then at the end, everybody who participated gets 5 gems. It's normally 10, but we don't have any 10 gem gifts anymore. We used them all up in the last live stream, unfortunately. So if you're interested in sub-battles and getting a hold of those sweet, sweet 5 gems, let me know in the chat. If you would like me to take a look at one of your decks, send me the deck code and I'll take a look at it. If you would like to challenge me personally to a fight, send me a fight request. I am, as always, using this budget deck. Nothing from anything later than I think like third generation, really, except for this one. Miss, your feet are cold. Well, wear socks then. Kukul, you're here. Welcome, welcome. If nobody's interested in getting involved in the sub-battles right now, or sending me a battle request, or sending me a deck code to review, I'll jump into a normal duel or something. We'll just see what we do. Kukul, using BK Wi-Fi. Can't play. Don't know what BK stands for, but okay, fair enough. I assume it's not good Wi-Fi. Or it's Wi-Fi at work and you're being sneaky. Still haven't got my 10 gems from this, so there we go. Let's see. Ojuo using the L hero, which could be bad given my Ambush Vine and Hidden Spider. But oh well. Hopefully she won't be reviving until level 3 anyway, and at that point, Hidden Spider and Ambush Vine have kind of already done their work. So hello, Ojuo. You think BK Wi-Fi is Burger King? Yeah, it could be. Burger King Wi-Fi. Well, I hope you have headphones in. You're not disturbing everybody. They have free Wi-Fi now. Le gasp. Okay. Let's do that, just in case of a removal. What will our opponent do? We can bring out a Notira's Needle next turn. Well, not next turn, turn after next. Oh, another citizen. That's interesting. It's a +1, so I mean I can remove it for less than its cost, and it turns out to be an equal trade because you know they get the light energy back, which is fine. So Ambush Vine's going to go down, obviously, no big deal. We can hit it with Notira's Needle. Dragon's Guardian, very aggressive plays coming out from our opponent here. Yeah. You know what? I kinda wanted to level up first and then kill that, but no, we'll do it this way around. Very, very aggressive plays. Very, very aggressive. We're countering for less than the costs as a general rule, but still aggressive. That works out fine for us. Ambush Vine's going to kill the Golden Garden Cat before it can do anything major. It's going to get its ability to activate, but one turn of activated ability is not really a big deal. Miss, did you ever show me the deck you used to win the Facebook test tournament? I don't think so. No. I do not believe you did. You know what? Kind of want to use the Hellhound. Yeah, I'm going to do this, because then her ability won't activate. Because it doesn't activate on ability death, only melee and spell death. So it's working out okay for us. Taking a bit of a beating, but we're doing alright for resources, and our HP isn't that far behind, and we have board control. 5FD875F. Alright, we'll send the code to me after the fight, otherwise I can't, because I can't do it right now, and I don't want to open up a browser window. Because Ojuo knows what they're doing. That's fine, Mukro. Kind of hope she charges or something for the second one. No, goes for another Goblin Bomb Squad. Boblin Gom Squad. You know what? No big deal. Mukro that. Let the Goblin Bomb Squad go through, and then we can nab it with a Vampire. Maybe. It depends on how I feel. Surprise attack, I'm okay with that. Hidden Spider comes out. What's that going to be next turn? 13, and then it would steal 5. But then it would take 6. So, yeah, the Vampire's not really worthwhile. We'll probably just hunt and then level up. Probably. Dragon's Guardian, super aggressive plays, you guys. Yeah, we'll do that. Hunt the Golden Bomb Squad for an even cost, and level up to 3. Yeah, Hidden Spider will beat the Dragon's Guardian, which is going to give her some gold, but it's alright. A lot of generation cards, Dragon's Guardian, Citizens, all that kind of thing. I could put down the skeleton knight, but I'm not sure that I want to, in all honesty. Yeah, I don't think I want to. Let's just charge up and gain as big of a resource lead as we possibly can. Especially since she's about to get 4 gold off that. So she can bring out a bunch of stuff, but we still got Mukro ready to go. We've got the Vampire, Hellhound, another Citizen. Hunter Piole, that's a good play. That's a good play. Now, I would take 10 and then take 7 damage, so I would be gaining 3, which would give me 16. Is it worth it? Yeah, we got enough resources, don't we? There we are. And then if need be, next turn I can drop the Hellhound. Alrighty. It's working out okay. Piole is always a little bit annoying to deal with, but so it goes. Yeah, Hunt comes out, brings out the Hidden Spider. Citizen's going to go down, but that's why we have Hellhound. Vampire's rather going to go down, that's why we have Hellhound. Oh, Princess Fabicia. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't know. There's a bunch of ways we could do this. I'm not sure which I would prefer. Yeah, there's a few options here. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? No, let's do this. Let's do this. Screw it. We're going to have to be a little bit bold. How many more does that require? 2? That's fine. Revive out of the grave to get everything back. And go with that because we need 2, don't we? So that's fine. Gonna take 7 damage. Just need the Skeleton Knight to survive. Which is kind of, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let's find out. Nah, it won't survive. Okay, no big deal. Opponent accumulated resource. Opponent chose to charge. Yeah, Fabicia could kill us. We just don't really have any answers to her, unfortunately. Can bring out that, which wouldn't be too much. Wouldn't be too bad an idea. Not too bad of an idea. Let's do that then. Alright, it didn't charge into what we wanted it to charge into, so no big deal. Drop the Flying Sword. Bring out the Vamp. Easy enough to remove. We'll see. No AoEs in this deck, unfortunately, apart from Hellhound. Heavy on the revives, which is interesting. Yeah, there goes the Hunt. That's what I figured. Super, super desperate about keeping that Fabicia alive, but you can't fault her, really. It's the best card that they've got. Your turn starts now. Okay. Yeah, I think they win this one. Can't really beat Fabicia with the budget deck, unfortunately. Though we gave it a good run. How much will that do? 10? Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't work, would it? No, no, no. We don't have enough for that. So no, I don't really see any ways we can beat this. So congratulations, well done to our opponent. Fabicia is just beyond the ability of this budget deck, unfortunately. If we'd had Mukro out of the grave, it would have been fine. Because I could have played a creature, Mukro'd, and then played Hellhound and would have wiped the board with Fabicia before she'd managed to get up and running. But unfortunately, we didn't have Mukro out of the field. But yeah, Piole, Fabicia, big generation, which is really interesting. Double Citizen +1s, Golden Garden Cat, double Dragon's Guardians, literally all revolving around bringing Fabicia out onto the field. Interesting, interesting. Nix, hello, welcome. I need a Lilith. Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, I'm still using that. It's basically a G3 budget deck that I'm using at the moment, but with a single SNF or SFN equivalency card in it. So yeah, I just need like a properly updated deck, really, is the thing. But hey. All right, miss, let's take a look at your deck. I had it right the first time. Your deck, then. So we use the... well, I had a one that I was just using as like a trash deck. Let's just use that Jurgen one. That was from my video that I made, so it doesn't matter if it gets overwritten. Find deck with code 5FD87F5. Okay. Alright, so this is Mist's deck that he used to beat the the tournament. Ow, Jesus Christ, dude. A billion cells, so 3 cell souls, a pile of ruffians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 ruffians. Death Cloud, yeah, okay. Black Bean, yeah. Throw Creature, fair enough. And a Manze, yeah, that's unpleasant. Put it that way. Yeah, pretty unpleasant. Fun deck, though. I didn't pick up any of these C1 cards because they were pointless when they were first released. You could only use them for a month and then they would be unusable in any kind of arena. And then they changed their minds, you know, after the collaboration was already over, and it was far too late for me to get any. So, never quite forgiven them for that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Alrighty, let's go back to the... In fact, you know what? I was mucking around with this one, Astrologist Amantur. So let's try taking this one into a public match. It's not polished at all. I threw it together in like 2 minutes. But let's try it. Let's try it. Just as a bit of a change from the budget deck that I've been running. Oh my goodness. Finding fights instantaneously. Such a change from Duel of Summoners, unfortunately. Bathory 711 with L hero again. Which makes sense. You want to counter those stupid gates of hells. Hello. Sorry I disturb. Nice to meet you. Bathory 711. Exciting! I always use the emotes as kind of an indicator of whether or not they're a new player. Because if they respond with an emote, then no problem. They have at least played long enough to figure out how to use emotes. If they don't respond with an emote, then they may be completely new. Don't need to kill them with a spell. It's fine. Leak, in Daily Quest today, the AI killed itself with Cell Soul 42 damage. Yeah, never give your AI deck 42. Never give your AI deck Cell Soul. The dailies, of course, the decks are completely off the wall. Absolutely insane. Sometimes it works out really well for them, though. I instinctively went to use Notira's Needle, but obviously we don't have Notira's Needle, so that would be pointless. Okay, interesting plays there. Black Spirit and the Suspicious Peddler. Hunter Piole comes out. Meh. Mist, you always use the sad emote. Well, just to open up with. That's so depressing. Don't be depressing. Leak, no, I know you didn't leak. No, I'm just saying that, you know, I've seen people in the AI limited arenas, and they sometimes give their guys... Hold on a second. Which it isn't. No. I sometimes see people in like limited AI arenas giving their AI deck Cell Soul. It's always hilarious when it ends up killing them. So never do that if you're running in the limited AI arenas. But yeah, in the dailies, the daily decks are always completely off their heads. Alright, so our opponent knows enough to play things a little bit more defensively. You know what? We're going to drop a leopard, force a response. Because you can't remove it for less than its cost. How much does Lich do at this level? 5. Battery's not sure. Not sure whether she wants to remove it or not. She decides to remove it. That's fine. Again, equal resource trade. The elf comes out. The ambush vine comes out in front of the elf. I actually... I would have preferred if that hadn't happened. There are better blocks. So I'm actually going to remove the... Because that's an elf +1. I'm actually going to remove that with a spell. That works out. Lich, you didn't pronounce her name Lichi. No. No, that is Lichi. Yeah. Apparently it's an actual name in Korean and I'm not allowed to pronounce it a different way. Besides, it's yeah, it's L-I-T-C-H, and yeah, L-I-T-C-H. L-I-T-C-H is Lich. L-I-C-H is Lich. I will maintain that to my dying day. We only need 2 more for Amantur. That's fine. She really doesn't want that ambush vine, which I am actually a-okay with. Put her right back into my hand, please do. Okay, we'll be ready to summon Amantur at the beginning of our next turn. A discard into dark. Interesting. Not sure why précisément, but let's find out. She can't really do anything to Amantur. So let's do it. I mean, no point in transfer. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I was not expecting that. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's bring out our leopard next to that thing then, because at least it's protected from hunt. It's Alexis. You're going to miss my stream today. You have to take care of a sick pet. Oh, okay. Might be the pet's last day today. Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't let anyone beat me. Somebody already beat me, but they were using Fabicia, so I don't really mind too much. But yeah, I hope your pet's not... I hope your pet makes a recovery. That's not... Best wishes from Samurai Quack. Mist, you pronounce it like the fruit. Yeah, well, I'm told that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. That's interesting. Oh, interesting. Wow, okay. No, I like that. I quite like that, actually. Shadow Vampire into Piole. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. Yeah, this guy's kind of got me on the ropes. I'm not having an awful lot of luck with my fights these days, am I? Could remove it with a flame emission. I'm just not sure I want to. What would that do? 15. Take it to 6. It's 5. That would do it. Okay, let's do it. Charged additional resource. Monsieur, you pronounce it like the fruit, lychee. I have been informed by other people that you don't. So I don't know who to believe anymore. And I have a strong suspicion it was you that told me that there was a share in Duel of Summoners that transforms if there are creatures on the opponent's battlefield, in which case I know you're a filthy liar. And if it wasn't you who told me that, I apologize. But I'm still going to call you a filthy liar anyway. How much does she need now? 1 more. Alright, charge into mana. Oh, we got it. Good. If we hadn't, I would just have discarded a blue, but this makes life a little bit easier. I need some of these good cards. I need Lilith. I need Fabicia. I need... there was a nice green one. I can't remember what its name is now, but it was really good. That's just how they do it in Blaze... How they say it in Blaze Blue. Really lychee. Fair enough. See, I get conflicting reports from all over the damn place. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? 2 to 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 At the moment, I don't think we want to do anything. I think we want to charge up. Keeps going into nature. Stop putting it into nature. I don't... nature is my reactive color in this deck. Please stop putting stuff into nature. Can't use my ambush vine anymore now. Anyway, it's cost 6 resources at this point. It's not so great. Good. I was hoping Elle would do that. I get all of my creature cards back for free. Elf comes out. Don't care. Black Spirit comes out. Don't care. Can wipe out both of those off the board, actually, I think. 22 down by 6. Not quite. Shame didn't put them the other way around. That's going to do, what, 416 onto the elf. Yeah. There's a bunch of things that we could do here, and I'm not sure which one I want to. Let's do this. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. I kind of want to do it this way around. It's not ideal, but it allows me to deal that extra bit of damage that's required. Now we got good board control. Lee, you like mutants too much. Yeah, well, they are awesome, but on the other hand, they do drop your starting HP by a lot, so... Pojechini, hi-ho, who's a ho? We're doing better for resource management than our opponent, and we've got more HP, actually, which I'm honestly quite surprised about. With that big, like, shadow vampire and the thing, and I was actually quite surprised. I thought I thought we'd lost this one easily. You know, I thought our opponent was going to absolutely stampede us, but turns out not so much. Not so much. It's still not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination. Bathory definitely knows what they're doing. Hey, hee-ho, Jack Frost. Yes, Persona. Nice. Bathory apparently is in an awkward situation. Cannot think what to do. Decides to go for a charge. Goes into darkness, which, yeah, fine. Another charge into mana. I'm actually happy that it's balancing out on her thing, because it means that there's less that she can do. Now the question is, do I want to remove that with the thing, or just let them kill each other? No, I think we got to be safe about this, don't we? We really don't want to take any excess damage here. SMT, miss. Yeah, it's also from Persona.
Chose to charge resource. Charged resource.
Anything from that universe, anyway.
Defeated opponent's creature.
Okay, our opponent's gotten one more resource than us, but we've got way better board control. She can't have any AoEs that kill me unless she's running Psychic Storm, which would be unusual. I discard into nature, saving up for a Piole, which makes sense. Now, here's a question. What's going to activate? Is Piole going to disappear before... Oh, she does. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to start packing my own Pioles. It's getting a bit silly. That's going to kill, so we don't really want that to happen, do we? So let's revive, as much as it pains me to do so. Let's revive, let's revive. And I'm actually going to use a hunt. Dodo, don't you have 5-star cards? Not any recent 5-star cards, no. We lose the magic missile, but I couldn't use that again anyway. And let's keep the pressure up, actually. They've been trying to pressure us this whole time. Let's try to apply some of our own. So yeah, Dodo, I have some old 5-star cards, but I haven't played in like a year, so I don't have anything. I think I have like one 5-star card from SFN. And it's okay. I have Amantur in this deck, but it got immediately cancelled by the black spell circle, so can't use it. So Bathory's managed to regain solid resource lead. We have battlefield control, but she can remove what's on the board without too much difficulty. She can't do the Shadow Vampire Piolet combo, because she doesn't have enough for the Shadow Vampire. Piolet alone won't kill either one of those two. A Hunt would kill one of them, but it wouldn't kill the other. And it would leave her with no resources to deal with the second. She has to kind of deal with my Black Cat, otherwise it's going to start generating a lot of mana for me. Capture, which is fine, that's not going to do any good for her. In fact, that was a really expensive counter for Black Cat. Now, she's discarded creatures into the grave. We can bring those right back out again. Yeah, there we go. And that way Black Cat doesn't activate for.
Charged resource. Chose to charge resource.
Missed. Earthquake would do so good. For whom? Wouldn't help either one of us in this situation. That's not ideal, I'll be honest. We need 2 for Cocoon. We can do that. We can do that.
Discarded into the grave. You withdrawn the card to the grave.
Okay, now we're pretty much even resources. Hers are a little bit better spread out than mine, though. Still, we're doing okay, given that our deck is pretty much designed with so many counters to me. She's got the black spell circle, which is problematic. She's got Piolet, which is problematic because I use a lot of low HP value creatures. Well, there's Shadow Vampire, but I'm not really sure what the point of that is, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, it's an odd choice. I mean, I'll just Flame Emission him, right? Or she can. No, she can't even bring out Piolet. Doesn't have the resources for it. So we'll do this. There we go.
Double kill.
Yeah, it was an odd choice with that Shadow Vampire. Not really sure what the thinking was behind it. Unless she can... No, I mean, she can't... Piolet costs more than 4 at level 3, so... Yeah, that's... Well, it's odd, but okay. I mean, I'm sure she had a plan. I'm just not sure what that plan was. We've got to play this more aggressively in order to keep her on the back foot. So let's bring out the leopard, and then she's got to kill or block both of these creatures, otherwise she loses. What we got next time? We can bring out Magic Missile. We've got Persona Lin ready to go. He's not ready to go at all. Discard into mana, could be a Flame Wall or something. Spooky. Oh, forfeits. Good. Okay, we won. Excellent. All right. I honestly didn't expect us to win that one. She started bringing out all of these counter combos against us, but hey. We took the victory in the end, and that's what matters. That Litchi, or Lychee, however you pronounce her name, stayed out on the board forever, didn't she? Turned out to be a good move. Alright, Scam Cat, have you got anything of value? Nope. Mana Burn, Dwarven Hero, and a Standard Elf Hero Triss. It's not a bad deal. No, it's a terrible deal. Missed. What was supposed to be streamed today? If I hadn't had to leave for the airport tomorrow, then today would probably have been another Monster Hunter World. because I promised a couple of people who said that they couldn't make it to the Wednesday one that I would do it on Thursday so that they could jump in and get involved, but meh. So yeah, probably would have been Monster Hunter World, but as it is, Mabinogi Duel. Next week, as I say, we'll probably move to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday streaming schedule. Monday, Friday, we'll try Mabinogi Duel, and then Wednesday will be a random game. So Monster Hunter World, or maybe Duel Links, or maybe Eternal. Depends on what people want to see. If anybody requests anything in particular, we'll try that out. We may just try out a whole bunch of like random indie decks and things, indie games as well. Who knows? Slow stream today. Yeah, Thursday's a bit of a weird day. I remember this now from the past. Thursday was always kind of a slow day for live streaming. Mondays are good, Fridays are good, Wednesdays are okay, but the Mondays and the Fridays tend to be best. Monster Hunter might have been better. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the stream's not. It's, you know, the numbers are still fine, but yeah. Slower than normal and most. No real interest in sub-battling, which is unfortunate, but hey. Still, once again, if anybody wants to get involved in the sub-battle, there's a bunch of gems just for participating. You don't need to win, you just need to play. So if you want to get involved in the sub-battle, let me know. If you'd like to challenge me directly, let me know that as well. And if you would like to like show a deck that you have, show a deck code that everyone can take a look at, please do that as well. So I'm quite happy with this deck. It's not ideal. There's a bunch of things that really kind of need tweaking and polishing, but it's fine. It's all right. It's not bad. But let's just have a quick look here. Is this literally all the 5-star cards I have? That's so depressing. I do not have a wide selection of 5-star cards. I must have given away a lot of them. Anyway. Also, I think a whole bunch of stuff that used to be 5-star got a bit downgraded, actually, didn't it? Miss, what have I been doing in RPG Maker, if you may ask? You may indeed ask. I have been making RPGs. Haha, drum roll, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I program games in my spare time. I've done HTML games, PHP games, did like a really rough Flash game, RPG Maker games, Rempy games, all that kind of stuff. So, but RPG Maker I really, really enjoy a lot. So I've been working on that. Nothing super special, but fun. But judging, you may get involved in some, just letting your phone charge up so you don't have to stand near a window. Good plan. Card appraiser right out the gate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Bum, 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 bum. She won't do the damage, will she? We may need to bring her out, though. Because he's just going to vanish anything else, isn't he? Cuckoo, you're back. Still on BK Waifu. You're on the Burger King Waifu. Alright, so he generates a little bit of darkness resource, which is unfortunate, but so it goes. We'll discard that into the grave. Hui Maha. Don't recognize that flag. Using the default hero as well. So it's that's actually quite interesting. You generally don't see people running sort of high-value cards like Card Appraiser and the default hero. Good, we level up first, which means we get some good shots off. Google gimmick decks, so original. Well, this may not be a gimmick deck. You never know. It's a tricolor, which generally means no gimmicks. Yeah, well, as we'll find out. Miss Zero, you should do an RPG Maker stream one day to teach people how to use it and maybe have a contest for best short game or something. I would love to do that, and I mean love to do that. That would be so much fun for me. Especially since I'm mucking around with a game right now that's quite intricate. It's sort of dealing with the concept of light. So I have a light system built into the game. You can turn on lights, turn off lights, and things in the game change depending on whether the lights are on or the lights are off. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I would love to do a stream like that. Now, I would expect a gimmick at this point, some sort of buff, but I don't, yeah, I mean, she doesn't have Phantom of the Wolf or anything, so, I mean, yeah. Winner gets the arc juice recipe. Nope. No, you can't handle the arc juice. Its raw power would burst your pitiful little mortal bodies like a grape. Yeah, this feels like a gimmick deck. Oh shit. What are we about to see? Google, have you heard of Super Smash Flash 2? It's a Flash game for Smash Bros. It's really good. No, I hadn't actually heard about that. I haven't played Smash since the original. Honestly, I don't have any Nintendo consoles other than the Nintendo 3DS. So, really, Grim Reaper. Oh, yay! They're using my Clockwork Reaper deck. Dude, you can't use Clockwork Reaper against me. I invented Clockwork Reaper. Don't try that weak shit on me. Clockwork Reaper, my man, my man. But you do not fight the inventor of Clockwork Reaper with Clockwork Reaper. That is your motto for the day, children. I'm so happy. Yay! Oh, that made up for everything. Yeah. Oh, man. That feels good. Clockwork Reaper. Yes. Oh, it's hard to explain how happy I am right now. Oh man, I mean, but seriously, bad luck for that guy. You're running a Clockwork Reaper deck, and he's obviously testing it out because it's in normal duel. And the guy you end up testing it out against is the guy who invented Clockwork Reaper. If there is one person on the planet Earth who knows best how to counter Clockwork Reaper, not that that was complicated, of course. We had a cocoon ready to go, so, you know, I mean, anybody could have countered that one. But seriously, what shitty luck for that guy. Okay, Leek. Let's take a look. 601 CA8E. Clockwork Reaper. Mr. X, can we trade 10 gems? I mean, I'd be happy to just give you 10 gems, but I don't have any 10 gems at the moment. I only have 5s and 3s. 601, and I'm saving them up for sub-battles. CA8E, although some of them expire in 2 days, so I'll just be giving those away at the end. Right, okay, so Leek, let's see. Imp, nice. Magic Missile, nice. Light Elf, nice. Light Hunt, nice. Card Appraiser, okie dokie. Abandon Hope +1, Anti-Gimmick, I like it. Mana Vampire +1, very nice. Light Eagle, you really do like your mutants, holy crap. Windblade Teon, Light Mutant Ice Spear, okie dokie. Skeleton Knight Mana +1, alrighty. Not the +1's not really necessary, but fair enough. And Vladik Max Rogzov just subscribed, thank you, and I apologize if I mangled your name. But it sounds Russian, so on the off chance that it is, Zdravstvuyte. Puppeteer, Zad Falish, friend of marionette creature. I've never actually tried this guy. Is he worth it? Somebody, I mean, I have literally no idea. He could be an amazing card, and I would have no clue. He just seems remarkably expensive. 567, doesn't meet HP breakpoints, doesn't really have very good attack, and the marionettes, from what I've seen, are just not very good. But let me know if I'm wrong on that score. Still, very interesting deck. Very mutant heavy. Holy crap, is that mutant heavy? But I like it. It's solid. The only thing I'm not sure about is the Zard and the +1 on the Skeleton Knight, but I mean, it's certainly not gonna, doesn't ruin the deck by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I like it. Mist, when am I going to go the way of Let's Players and do Let's Plays? You've got already a few good games. This War of Mine is always fun to watch. Mist, you want to fight? Fair enough. And I don't, hold on, I'll try accepting. No, you withdrew it. Yeah, I don't think I can because I've got this thing open at the moment. This War of Mine is always fun to watch. I would be fine with doing Let's Plays as well. Yep. I'd be okay with doing Let's Plays. Again, I mean, because I have so many possible games that I could do Let's Plays on, I kind of need people to sort of say, oh, we'd like to watch this. I mean, I really like this war of mine. I haven't played it that much, but I really like it. So I would be happy to play it, but it's so old, I just kind of figured nobody wants to watch it anymore. You're just teasing me, will you? Dominator, thanks for the 10 gems. I really appreciate it. I will send you... Yeah, I have these 3 gems that are going to expire, so I'll send you one of these 3 gems. I'll be giving these away at the end of the live stream, but I'll just give you one because it was nice of you. I know it's not exactly a good trade for 10, but unfortunately it's all I have. I'm saving the 5s for sub-battles. They don't expire until the 12th, so we can run those on Monday. And then the 3 gem, the ones that expire on the 10th, I've got, what, 3 of those left? I'll give those away at the end of the stream. Leak, it's a really good card. Is it? Is it? I will have to see if I can get a hold of one myself and give it a try. It's 3-star. 3-star, I would say it's a 3-star so you can buy it, but it's a P card, so I don't know if you can get those from the cat shops, can you? Missed. Anyone doing a sub battle or what? Kalpesh, yo. Yo. What's up, Kalpesh? Have a sub battle with Mist, so I can give away some of these gems. And so that I don't have to keep fighting. Because I don't want to do any more fights. I just fought a guy using Clockwork Reaper. I'm so happy. Leak, very aggressive. Is he? Normally these 5, 6, 7 cards aren't like hyper aggressive cards. Yeah, I mean, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. He certainly looks awesome. He's a terrifying guy. If he is, as you say, a really good card, that's awesome, because I think the artwork is really, really cool, so I would love to run that myself. Out of curiosity... Mr. X, you'll do it. Short 5 gems for 30. In-game name, Dominator X. Okay, so Mist versus Dominator. Please make sure you guys have each other added as friends, and then let me know when you're about to start fighting, and I will observe. Observe. Now, nobody told me whether or not P cards are available from the cat merchant, so I'm going to have to find out for myself. Oh, you can get SFNP. Interesting. Interesting. Well, he was a 3 rarity. Oh yeah, so I could buy him. Ooh. Mist is now challenging Kalpesh, but I've already said that Dominator X and Mist are fighting. Obey your god! Dominator, you're running dirty stuff today. Oh, Kalpesh, you don't have the game installed. Boo! You were one of our best. Boo! Mr. X, you can run dirty stuff so long as it's not gimmick. Do not run gimmicks. Gimmicks are forbidden. But yes, apart from that, you can run combos. Combos are okay. Gimmicks are not. There's a fine line, but yeah, we're fighting. Okay. Ah, I'm still in the shop. No, go away. There we go. Yeah, be more slow, Sarah. Come on. Alrighty, Dominator X up at the top with 3 mutants. Miss here down the bottom with 0. Missed using the Tina, or as I still like to call her, Titi, because that was her original name. Before the SJWs ruined it, and ruined Castiff's bouncy belly. Dominator X opening with a Book of Knowledge, so he's trying to ramp up really fast. Let's see what he's going for. Miss Zero can play a creature, which he does. Suspicious Peddler seems to be a popular card. I can see why. Personally, I kind of still prefer the skeleton, but yeah, I can definitely get the appeal of the Suspicious Peddler. Definitely kind of discourages people from spell-based removals, put it that way. So, Dominator X can either counter that Suspicious Peddler, or he can level up. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? The aggressive play would be to level up. The defensive play would be to block or kill the Suspicious Peddler. But let's see what he decides. He's thinking about it. I had to check my internet to make sure I hadn't crashed. But no, it's not me. He's thinking about it. Miss Yuri, prefer +1 than 1 extra damage. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his ability is definitely good. I personally prefer the added threat of the extra damage, but again, I mean, that's literally just personal preference. I'm not actually saying Skeleton is better than Suspicious Peddler. I'm just saying personally, if I default to one of them, I tend to default to the Skeleton, unless I have a good plan for something like the Suspicious Peddler. So that Crusader is going to come out and it's going to ramp up its defense and HP beyond the ability of the Suspicious Peddler to kill it. And it then kills the Suspicious Peddler anyway. Dominator is now almost ready to level up to 3. Out comes Hunter Piole and is free summoned. Very nice by Dominator, who decides to taunt his opponent, which is not great sportsmanship, but sure, let's go with that. Kalpesh is cheering on Mist, although he's misspelling your name, so you know, kind of nice and not nice. The Aventur's Blue Spell Circle, a very resource aggressive play there. You want that completely off the board. Yeah, see, Aventur's Blue Spell Circle probably would have been better to save for something like that. It's not like the Crusader really was in any major threat, but, well, we'll see how this goes. Dominator decides to charge twice. And he's going to skip the turn. Okay, so he's going to let the Crusader die. Mist could remove the Crusader, let 6 damage go straight through into Dominator, or he could just let the death happen, charge up to maintain as much resource growth as possible, and get ready for leveling up, which is what he does. Okay, so the Crusader continues to charge up, not that it's going to help him at this point, and Dominator has 3 turns to go. Lady Share coming out. Interesting, interesting. Not a +1 version. But still, even normal ones are threats on the board. So, Miss Zero has to really play a creature here unless he wants Lady Share to transform into a crap load of damage. But he also wants to level up to 3. So, leveling up first, and now playing a creature. Yes, okay, dropping the guy whose name I forget, but I want Varum Kahan. That's right. An interesting play, given that it vanishes with... Well, it returns to the hand without restoring the cost, but then Share only ever costs 1. So a removal spell would probably be in a better shot there. Varum, obviously, you know, at 8 or 9 resources, very expensive way of removing a 1-resource creature. And then it immediately just got dragged to hell. So an unfortunate resource trade there for Mist, but he's got a good amount of dark and a decent amount of gold, so let's see what's going on. Dominator, of course, is actually dominating in terms of resources, just a lot of resources there. Black Sheep Pan Mana variant comes out, always nice. Very, very defensive card, but no grave cost growth on it, so it's one that you can just keep throwing out as a barrier, more or less indefinitely. It also means that the Gravekeeper doesn't die immediately, but which is, you know, a bit meh, but you don't get, it means the Mist isn't going to get his darkness resources replenished anytime soon. Dominator continues to charge up. He's got battlefield control really at this point, and he wants to maintain a strong resource lead. Mist now nice amounts of darkness, very nice gold, and a decent amount of nature, so definitely able to counter whatever Dominator brings out. Kalpesh, you think you'll install game again just for the sub-battles? Yay! Do it! Do it! Pojechny, you've charged up your phone. Excellent. IGN Saosin, I think. I apologize if that's wrong. A Mist Canary comes out. Explodes when it dies, deals 9 damage to all creatures. Damage equal to the opponent hero. It's very rare to see Mist Canary outside of gimmick decks. You know, normally you see Mist Canary, Angel Atid kind of thing combinations, but still, you know, a nasty little card to have to deal with, even outside of gimmicks. So, Mist has maximum darkness resources. He really needs to use some darkness resources, otherwise he's not going to be regaining any on subsequent turns, which means his resource growth is going to be nerfed. He's only going to be gaining 2 resources instead of 3. A discard into... Oh, okay. Discard to darkness it looked like. And then a play of the Dragon's Guardian. An interesting choice. And again, unfortunately, because the resources in darkness are now up at maximum, he's not going to be getting 3 resources per turn. He's only going to be getting 2. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but it depends on what he has in the darkness camp. Dominator continues to charge. Is he going to answer that Mind Canary? No, he's going to let that Mind Canary go through. The damage isn't massive with only 2 coming out, but it is putting Mist into a very nice HP lead. Ritual of Darkness comes out, bringing out Princess Shadow Alicia. Very interesting. Very interesting. Out comes 9 the Phantom. Alright, so a big... That's why Mist was saving up all of those Darkness resources. Big attack here. Now, if Dominator has like a Holy Spear, he could really clean up here. Although that is quite rare to see in PvP. A Flame Wall, or a Firewall, I forget which one is called now, would be pretty devastating. Apparently doesn't have any of those. I'm a failure, he says. Never. Believe in yourself. I'm cheering for everybody. I discard into mana, which is quite interesting. I'm going to see another free summon and a Seeker. No, yes, it must be a free summon because out comes Seeker Nereva. Ooh, and Succubus Queen Lilith. Ouch. Okay, the Lilith Nereva combo, always unpleasant. And unfortunately for Mist, I should be game. Because, yeah, there's not really a hell of a lot. There goes the free summon. Chip Zanoof. Which is, yeah, unfortunate. If he had enough resources for the Varum Kahan, sorry, that would have been a good way of vanishing the Succubus Queen. Play another non-green creature on the far side, activate the obvious free summon, and then play Varum Kahan in front of the Lilith. But let's see. Dominator's going to charge up a couple of times. He doesn't need to worry about the 2 hypnotized creatures in front of Nereva and well, in front of Nereva anyway, because that's about to die. Pan's paralyzed. The big charge. Dominator now maxed out on light, so again, if he doesn't play any light creatures, which he's not, then he's only going to be getting 2 resources per turn. He brings out another share, which is interesting because it's really only going to function as a block. So yeah, let's see what Mystier decides to go for. He can't use any spells, unfortunately, because Nereva's out onto the field and she can counter like 4 of them, which is really unpleasant. Decides to go for a triple charge. Chip Zanoof does the damage. Transforms the sheep, unfortunately, because it is the nearest opponent, into a log. So Chip... if this works the way these cards normally do, Chip's just going to keep transforming that log into a log, into a log, into a log. Now he's going to transform Lady Share into a log. It's all kind of redundant. Cowpesh, you can challenge Mist. You can challenge me, Mist, and also I will accept all challenges in the next stream. You'll be using your favorite cheap decks. You don't have any cards. Yeah, I've been using budget decks myself. As a free summon again on the Dragon's Guardian. No big deal there. It's not an on-activate ability. It's not an on-play, sorry, activatable ability. The Aisha out in front of the Succubus Queen Lilith, which is... That's going to deal some damage. It's going to block, but it's going to also immediately die. Alright, so Dominator keeps charging. The Lilith kills the Aisha. The Nereva bounces off the Dragon's Guardian. Chip Zanoof charges up his energy. And Mist has got a good amount of gold here, but... yeah, problematic basically. You would need to deal... You'd need to use the Mind Canary, and then it starts getting a little bit awkward. The Fiery Zealot would kill Succubus Queen Lilith. Decides to go for a triple charge. Okay, so he's sort of acknowledging defeat. Unfortunately, Succubus Queen Lilith is going to land the finishing blow. Unnecessary play there by Dominator, because Lilith had the guaranteed victory. Now that he's killed a whole bunch of guys, the HP's gone up, so Lilith is no longer killing, and now it's going to be Nereva that kills. Or Peria brings out the Black Sheep Pan, which is, again, unnecessary. And Nereva lands the finishing blow. Alright. So, yeah, when Dominator said that he was running a dirty deck, he wasn't kidding. Nereva-Lilith combo. It was a dominant meta play a year ago. It's a dominant goddamn meta play today. Oh, it's not a fun combination. But Lilith would transform another creature into Lilith. You'd be actually happy with that, honestly, because there's a good chance that she would transform Nereva into Lilith, which means that Mist could then use spells. Okay, what next, says Bojeshini. Alright, well, what next is... please go away. What next is I'm going to give out those gems. So let's see. 5 gems to Dominator and Mist. So send it to Mist first, because I sympathize. Lilith Nerva. Wah, wah. And 5 gems to Dominator. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now, if anybody else is interested in... oh, hello, Kestrel, welcome. If anybody else is interested in getting involved in a sub-battle, do let me know. Kalpesh, that deck is easy to counter. Lilith Nerva, yeah, it's easy to counter if you know it's coming. If you're running a standard deck, it becomes significantly more problematic to counter that one. It's not impossible, because it wasn't a gimmick deck, but it's an irritatingly... difficult deck to counter if you don't anticipate it being played. Miss, this is why you played Duel of Summoners. Yeah. Although they're introducing more and more gimmicky cards into Duel of Summoners, which isn't great. Miss Deathcat already gave up on this deck, on this game. Yeah, well, I have a suspicion they're kind of waiting for Duel of Summoners to catch up before they start moving forward with it. But yeah, they've kind of just leaned into the gimmick thing. Next, what's next? What's next, as I say, is if anybody else wants to do a sub-battle, let me know in the chat. And then anybody who participates gets 5 gems. Win or lose, you get 5 gems. If you don't want to get involved in the sub-battle, but you want to fight me, just send me a battle request. If you want me to review a deck, post the deck code in the chat. Pojechny, you can play someone next if someone wants to add you. Good, okay. So Pojechny is up for a sub-battle if somebody wants to challenge him. Please do, please do. I'm still... I would still like to finish on my Clockwork Reaper victory. Oh man, do I even still have Clockwork Reaper saved in my save decks? It's unlikely. Pojechny, it's not going to be gimmick. Well, good. Gimmick decks aren't allowed. To be clear, Lilith Nerva combo is not a gimmick deck. It's just a really, really annoying combo deck, right? But it's not a gimmick. It's no more a gimmick than Jane Nerva was a gimmick. What's a gimmick is like Gates of Hell, 2 Nervas, 2 Liliths, all this kind of nonsense. That's a gimmick deck. But yeah, what Dominator ran wasn't gimmick, it was just a really annoying combo. But he knows that, so he called it a dirty one. Anyway, yeah, do I still have all these old decks that no longer function even slightly? Man, I don't want to delete any of them either, because they all have memories. Oh, I do still have my Clockwork Reaper. There it is. Next, who for sub-battle? Pojechny is up for a sub-battle. Saosin, S-A-O-S-I-N 0. If I'm pretty sure I have both you guys. If you want to challenge Nix, if you want to challenge Pojechny, then please do. Why is this taking so long to load? Thank you. Yes, I have Saosin on my friends list. Good. So if anyone wants to challenge him, please let me know. Kengi is live. Well, Kengi, you can fight Pojechny. Was this literally the deck that the other guy used, except he put in a card appraiser? Okay, Pojechny is waiting for a battle invite, so somebody send Pojechny a battle invite. Or a friend invite and then a battle invite. Missed, I would erect Dom in a creature-only duel. Well, yeah, I mean in a creature-only duel you bring out Xeno or something. Yeah, again, it's a deck, it's a combo that is really annoying. Not impossible to beat, not like the Lilith gimmick decks, those are just... But that's a combo, it's a viable combo, it's fair enough, but yeah. Okay, so that's a problem on MD, you can see on ranked you need to counter to those Lilith decks, yes. Yeah, if you're running in the arenas and you want to get anything, you know, higher than Platinum, you gotta run Lilith counter, you just do. It's boring, but there it goes. Kalpesh, well, next stream you still need to reinstall the game, okay. Okay, well, Saosin is still waiting for a fight. He may not get one. If nobody wants to challenge Saosin, then I will fight you, and then I'll give you the gems anyway. If you want me to fight you. If you don't want me to fight you, let me know. I know that some people don't want to fight me. I don't know why. It's so hurtful. Yeah, we'll go with that one again. I do need to start working in some of these bigger, some of these more interesting cards. I like the... I want to try that Puppeteer Marionette one that Lee linked. I want to try the Black Spell Circle. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I need to work in some stuff. I still am working on getting all of the SFN and new EXT cards and so on and so forth, and all the new P cards. Go or go! Either way is fine. Alright, well, since nobody else seems to want to fight Pajechny, I'll fight Pajechny. Alright, I've got so many people in here as well. Look at that. Reagan's on, Nyx is on, Mist is on, Dark Red Evil's on. Why are none of you fighting Pajechny? Why do I have to do it? Oh, Rai Senpai is okay to fight Pajechny. Okay, alright. So, Rai Senpai, you can see down there, MRR0048 versus Pajechny. So you guys add each other as friends and then get into a fight, and that way I can give away the remaining 2 5 gems, and that way it's not left at an awkward number. In the meantime, while you guys are adding each other as friends, I'm going to just take a quick perusal through the cat shop. IGN Nyx Talker, okay, Nyx has also said that, I'm assuming that means that you're up for a fight as well, Nyx. So, you guys add each other, and somebody add somebody, somebody fight somebody, let me know who's fighting, and then we'll jump and take a look. Yes, your soul was sent into the Shadow Realm. Yeah, was it completely crushed by Lilith? She does that. Yeah. Did I actually seen now that I'm thinking about it, did I leave before CGCP? Yeah, I did, but they're not very good anyway, so that's fine. Although the cute baby bird did work in the last live stream. No entiendo ni un carajo. I apologize for mangling your language. Adding, good, okay. Let me know when you're ready to rock and roll. I'll jump back into the catch-up. Okay. The SFNP, there's a significantly more SFNPs than there are CGCPs, which is interesting. Pajechny sent Nyx an invite. Okay. What's this? Sacrosanctity. Activates an opponent casts a spell, deals damage equal to the cost of the spell to all creatures and the opponent hero, then returns to your hand. It's, you can only really use it once though, can't you? What's this one? Oh, it's Animal Lover Christie. Yeah. What else? What do not... That's not a... Really? Giant Rock Golem is SFNP. Alright, if you say so. Just Pendulum, the defense is high. Yeah, okay, that's a C1 collaboration. Nyx is ready. Alrighty. I'll just keep refreshing until I see you guys go into the fight. Should be on. Yeah, it takes a little while. Boop, 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 boop. Riveting cinema. No one will be seated during the Arc continually refreshes his friends list scene. Sacrosanctity is played with Parnock already. Well, it doesn't really surprise me. It's an interesting card. It's probably used in a gimmick deck. Okay, here we go. So slow, Sarah. I'm glad you're dead. Alright, Saosin up at the top with 3... Yes, 3 mutants, and then her ability activated and dropped her health by 1. Nyx down the bottom with 4 mutants? Jesus. Okay, both of them running the Fene hero. And both charging. Alright, so defensive players apparently, neither one of them wanting to drop a card and immediately have it counted for less than its cost. So it looks like we're going to see charges up until level 2. Nope, there goes the skeleton. Saosin didn't want to wait. Mr. Arc, I'm mean. Why am I mean? Out comes Piole. Yeah, I got to work that back into my deck. And destroys the skeleton. Alright, so not too bad really. I mean, it didn't cost Saosin anything more than 1 resource, so not a terrible resource trade there. Saosin levels up, Nyx's Fenny ability activates, and then he levels up as well, putting him at 1 HP less than Saosin, thanks to Fenny's, max HP drop side effect. Saosin charges up on the first turn. Is he going to play something aggressive or something defensive? Those are the only 2 choices. And he goes for the defensive charge play. Missed. I'm glad you're dead. She annoys me. She's so slow. Can I have fun like that? Like what? Out comes a cute baby bird, which we've seen in previous live streams can actually do a hell of a lot of work. And a Rachel Alucard, fascinatingly empty. Fascinatingly empty. I read one of the descriptions in the thing. Fascinatingly unusual to see the Rachel Alucard. She summons Gil. If Rachel becomes a spell, upon death, transfers 4 HP from the nearest enemy to Rachel. Now she does meet... ooh, interesting. Out comes a cute baby bird. An interesting capture, honestly, given that... Yeah, down goes the baby bird. Given that obviously Nyx can't actually activate it. Nevertheless, he does still have more resources than his opponent. So whilst it was a very expensive sort of resource trade on Nyx's side, he still maintains a positive resource lead. So it worked out, I guess. Shame he didn't have gold, though. Otherwise, that Alucard would have worked out in his favor. Although, we saw this last time, didn't we? That when the cute baby bird dies on your opponent's side of the field, it doesn't actually activate anyway, for some reason. An aggressive fiery zealot. An interesting play for a predominantly defensive card. Nyx can remove that, obviously, with a hunt, which is what he does. And down goes the zealot. He decides to level up to 3, taking the level lead quite early on. Both players at the exact same HP. And... fairly even resources, Saosin lagging slightly behind. Rachel, of course, on the battlefield, dealing that damage, going to keep pounding away at Nyx's Fene. Saosin levels up and then revives from the grave to get a whole bunch of cards back. Almost certainly going to try to drop that cute baby bird again. Drag to Hell comes out, takes care of Rachel, and then Nyx charges up on his second action. Almost certainly going to charge for a 3rd time. Very defensive player, Nyx, as a general rule. And there he goes. So 9, 7, and 7 to Saosin's 5, 7, and 10. And there's the anticipated cute baby bird. I think that's still going to activate. No, he needs 1 more gold for cute baby bird to activate. He's going to have to discard into gold, which is what he does. There we go. Yeah, otherwise the cute baby bird would have been removed immediately for no issues. Piole comes out. That's going to damage the cute baby bird without actually killing it. Ah, okay. Very, very interesting play. Amateur's Blue Spell Circle. Piole is going to activate, obviously, kill the frozen creature and go back into the hand for 0 cost. I like that play very, very much. Very, very much. Amateur's Blue Spell Circle into Hunter Piole. Very cool play by Nyx there. An obvious veteran at the game. Kalpesh, a gimmick deck. What? You just say gimmick randomly, I think. Neither of these decks is a gimmick deck. There's no gimmick on either side of the field here. Somebody's using a cute baby bird. It's not a gimmick. And somebody's using Piole along with a blue spell circle. It's not a gimmick. It's just a really nice combo. Shaft of Fire attacks the skeleton. That's an even resource trade, so that works out fine. Both players are managing to maintain pretty much identical HP and resources, which is quite fantastic. Saosin does appear to have based his deck around a core of the cute baby bird, and that is going to be problematic because he's already brought it out twice now. It's not going to work anymore. Alucard comes out. There's Gil once again. STE Men. I don't know what that means, Kestrel. Okay, so, and another Gil comes out onto the board. Alright, so that's going to do an awful lot of AoE damage if that goes down. Unlucky number kills Alucard. Ouch. If Lucakrei was here, he'd really appreciate that. He does love him some some unlucky numbers. Out comes Lady Share +1 as a block, I assume, to Gil. He doesn't want to take 10 damage, but he's okay with taking 5. Alright, once again, both players doing very well for resources. Saosin's fallen a little bit behind. That Alucard was expensive. Cute Baby Bird comes out, and that's really going to be the last time the Saosin can bring out the Cute Baby Bird. It's almost certainly going to be captured again, because Nyx knows that he doesn't need to worry about it, but he does still need to deal with both of those gills. So discard into mana. Are we going to see... Oh, interesting. We just went straight for the Snow Woman Camellia. Freezes all enemies. Upon death deals 12 damage at the end of the turn. Okay, yeah. Alright, so bingo bango, really. And is back over to Saosin's side. So, the POLA came out, did its work. The Camellia has done her work as well. I really like Camellia, but don't have her. Don't have any option for getting her, which is a shame. But yes, a nice little play there with the Camellia. A lot of these, a lot of cards here, a lot of freezing cards that POLA can work with. Of course, that has dropped Nyx Stalker's HP, mana resource down to 0. And he is 6 HP lower than Saosin. So, once again, more or less even resources. Drag to Hell comes out. That's a good counter there. Bye-bye to Camellia. Saosin has 2 turns now. He's almost certainly going to use them to charge up, unless he wants to play something highly aggressive. But with that amount of nature, yeah, it's not a great idea, and he recognizes that. Nyx revives into his hand. He's not going to be able to play Camellia again, obviously, but he's got more than enough nature to just carry on bringing out POLA. He brings out Lady Share Darkness +1 again, continually using that as a way of forcing a reaction from Saosin. Taeon comes out, immediately kills that share, and moves into the center slot. Kestrel, the Frozen Lady, Camellia, is one of the best cards now. Yeah, I can see why. I wish I could afford to buy her, but I can't. Out comes the Hunt, that takes care of Taeon. Drops Nyx Stalker's nature down to 9. He charges up and it goes into 10. His HP is down at 6, so this is looking a little bit problematic for Nyx now. He's got a bit of a resource lead here, but Saosin is just constantly applying pressure. Nyx is going to have to pivot this tempo if he wants a chance of regaining some HP parity. Lee, you have 1500 gems saved for Gumiho at the moment. I really want that card. I actually don't know which one Gumiho is. I'm so out of touch. Saosin is forced to revive from the grave, which drops their HP down by a solid amount. Down to 15 now. Nyx Stalker still dominating in terms of nature resource, but lagging badly behind in terms of mana and darkness. Saosin's better balanced with 6 and 6 into gold and nature, but not doing so well for darkness. Discards into nature, which is quite interesting, to bring out the cute baby bird. Alright, so I figured the last time we saw the baby bird was going to be the last time, but Saosin goes for that. It immediately gets captured, and that, I think, is going to spell the winning move in this game for Nyx Stalker. That was a very expensive baby bird play on Saosin's side, and it was countered very easily by Nyx. That leaves Saosin at a bad resource disadvantage here, and gives Nyx the opening he was looking for. Leak, go to notice and then patch note on 2.7. There you'll see it. Okay, alright, I'll check that out right after this one. And I'll need to pay attention actually to the patch notes from this point on. If there's another big patch or more lab work going on, we'll need to have a special live stream just for those. Okay, Nyx decides to just charge up as much as possible. He's not going to play anything aggressive. Going to wait for Saosin to make another move. As I say, very defensive player, Nyx. We'll see if this works out well for him, or whether it would have been better to go for something a little bit more aggressive. Saosin, at this moment in time, almost certainly wishing that he'd packed an Arrow of Revenge into his deck. That would spell endgame right there. But no, he goes for a triple charge. Saosin wanting to maintain as much resource parity as possible, knowing that if he brings anything out, Nyx is almost certainly going to attempt to counter it and then play an aggressive card of his own. Nyx, of course, staying on the defensive footing, continuing to charge up. 7, 11, and 10 resources now, compared to Saosin's 11, 6, and 7. Is Saosin going to play something aggressive now, or is he going to go more defensive? Saosin has proven to be a more aggressive player than Nyx, and has worked out so far. Nyx, of course, down at 2 HP, and Saosin still up at 15. Out comes the Lady Share Darkness +1, forcing a creature or spell response from Saosin. Oh no, okay. Yeah. I had a little glitch in Restream there, but we seem to be alright. Yeah. Well, we seem to be okay. I think the internet had a bit of a hiccup there, but we're alright. Saosin brings out Gil simply to counter the Lady Share +1. Let's see. There we go. Let's see how that's answered by Nyx. Saosin rather discards a card into Dark, which is quite interesting. Oh, to bring out Rachel Alucard, who of course is going to summon Nego, now that there are creatures on the opposing side of the field. Nyx needs to answer both of those. He can use his unlucky number to get rid of Rachel, but he's going to need to do something about Gil and Nego. Discards into mana. Brings out Camellia once again, costs 10, but of course does a hell of a lot of damage. PLA comes out, that's going to take care of that frozen creature. Camellia, of course, going to deal with the frozen creature in front of herself, and that just leaves the frozen Gil on the field, which isn't going to freeze until the end of Saosin's turn. Saosin now facing down a Camellia with 7, and can't use the Drag to Hell because A, no resources, and B, there's only a 33% chance that it would actually hit Camellia anyway. Cocoon of Evolution, which is a solid play against Camellia. Does he have a Flame Emission? Something to wipe the board with that? No, but he goes for Teon, which works just as well. Teon takes care of that Cocoon and jumps back out into the field, leaving Nick Stalker with a threat that he absolutely needs to deal with. He can't deal with it with Hunt, so he may need to go for a hyper-expensive capture, which he does. So that's going to take him down by a lot of resources there. Drag to Hell comes out, that takes care of the Teon he just captured, plus Gil. Once again, Saosin is going to need to answer that Lady Share, and he's got Pule out on the board now to look for as well. Both players have decided that this is the end game here. They're both going to just throw out everything they've got, use up the last of their resources, place as much pressure onto the board as they possibly can. Nyx, interestingly, still hasn't used 1, 2, 3 of his cards out of his deck, so we still don't know what those are. He could have something sneaky hidden away there. Let's see. Saosin goes for a charge, discards a gold card into the grave, which is quite interesting, and brings out the Fiery Zealot. Not in front of Hunter Pole, but in front of the cute baby chick. Interesting, cute baby bird. An intriguing choice. He may be hoping that Nyx isn't going to do anything to the Fiery Zealots, but there goes the Drag to Hell. Oh, that is, yeah, that is fortunate for Nyx there. The Drag to Hell obviously had a 33% chance to kill the Pole, but instead it went for the Share. Saosin in a bit of an awkward situation here now, goes for the hunt. Yeah, so he was obviously hoping that Nyx would leave the Fiery Zealot alone, and then Saosin could have hunted the cute baby bird, and the Fiery Zealot would have managed to get a shot off. 1, 3, 4 resources on Saosin's side, 1, 2, 3 resources on Nyx Stalker's side, both players down at basically fatal range for any of the creatures in either deck. Nyx charges up twice. Is he going to play something aggressive? Nope, he's going to stick with his defensive strategies. A discard into Darkness to bring out a very expensive skeleton, and then a charge. Nyx Stalker is feeling unlucky, but let's see. A discard into mana for a Firebolt. That's going to take care of that skeleton. Both players here just still really slogging away. Nyx not charging up, going for a revive instead, so that he has all the cards back in his hand. Saosin reviving as well. Both players now down at 1 HP. Saosin charges up on his second action, and on his third he wants to maintain as large a resource gap as he possibly can. Nyx charges up on his first action. Can't push a control deck, yes. On Nyx's side, definitely a control deck. Another charge and a third charge. Saosin charging up again as well. Neither one of them wants to make the first move, just in case that proves to be a slip. Like, is someone named Lord Rowan in the community? He sent you a friend request. I don't know. Lord Rowan, are you in the chat? Calpus, you're bad before. Yeah, it's not gimmick. you just go, gimmick! That's a gimmick. That's a gimmick. This duck is a gimmick. No, it's not. It's a control deck. Alright, and Saosin discards a card into the grave. Nyx Stalker says that he's sad. And another discarded card into the grave. Interesting. Obviously, Saosin is saving up for something big on his following turn. Nyx charges up. Charges up again. And for a third time, I assume. Yep, there goes the third charge. Alright, Nyx brings out... Saosin rather brings out the cute baby bird once again. Can Nyx answer this? Saosin is also not super happy. This one comes right down to the wire. Nyx does not have enough resources now to capture the cute baby bird anymore, nor does he have enough resources to bring out Camellia. He can't use the unlucky number because cute baby bird doesn't have 4 in anything. He discards into nature. Oh, he may be going for a really hyper expensive capture. Yep, okay, a double discard into nature for a hyper expensive capture. Like, oh no, not the duck. Yes, the duck is a gimmick. Everything is gimmick. Okay, and that's the cute baby bird now over onto Nick Stalker's side on the field. Saosin charges up on his first action. This is a real slug match. It really, really is. Let's see, is he going to be aggressive? Is he going to be aggressive? A discard into darkness. Are we going to see Rachel coming out? Well, there's a Gil, so we can assume that Rachel is going to come out next turn. So let's see what Nyx decides to do about this. He may just go for like a massive discard into blue in order to bring out Camellia, but he's deciding to go for a charge, which brings out the Drag to Hell. It's going to stop the Gil, which obviously, you know, you need to do. Any damage at this point to either one of them would spell fatal. It leaves him with an awkward amount of resources, though, so I assume he's going to charge just to gain as much growth as he can. A charge or a discard, I would think. It has to be his choices here. Oh my god! Says Leek. Don't know if it's in reaction to the duck or to this fight, but yes. Either way, it's appropriate. And Nyx goes for his trademarked charge, which goes into nature, which is good for him because it brings just a little bit more balance to it. If it had gone into mana, I think he probably would have been a little bit annoyed. Although you never know. I mean, 9 and then discard twice into mana to get Camellia out onto the field if necessary. A discard into darkness. Out comes the Rachel Alucard as predicted. There's the second Gil. And another charge from Saosin in order to maintain as much resource parity as possible. Nyx has got to answer both. He doesn't have the resources for an unlucky number. Discards into mana. Is he going to do a second discard into mana? Yep, and out comes Camellia. Out comes Camellia. There she is. There we go. Alright, and that's going to kill Rachel, obviously. So, Saosin needs to deal with that Camellia. Unfortunately for her, the Gil isn't going to unfreeze until the end of her turn, so it's not going to be able to deal any damage. So, can Saosin answer this Camellia threat, is the question. Normally, I don't advise blocking with creatures, but in this particular instance, it may actually be okay. Cocoon of Evolution, alright, interesting. Is he going to go for a kill onto that, or is he just going to leave it for a second? Just going to leave it for a second. Okay, so the Cocoon's going to transform next turn, but that doesn't help Nyx right now. Nyx needs to deal with this Gil. Leek, is that a JoJo reference? The duck? No? It wasn't intended to be, but it possibly was subconsciously. Lady Cher comes out to block that Gil. Does Saosin have a gold-based removal? Mr. X, when both players forget their arrows, yeah. Either one of them if they had arrow. Oh, a discard into gold. Are we about to see some sort of removal onto Cher? Out comes Taeon. That's going to... Oh, no! Oh, a misplay by Saosin there. If he'd placed Taeon where it is now, it would have pushed Gil out of the way, and Gil would have done fatal damage. Ooh! But he was possibly worried about Fenny's ability activating. At least this way he's got both creatures out onto the field, and Nyx has nothing out on the field. So, it turns out it wasn't a misplay. I do always forget about Fenny's thing. But Nyx Stalker acknowledging defeat like a sportsman, triple charges, and Saosin acknowledging victory like a sportsman does the same thing. And Taeon lands the finishing blow. An absolutely exhausting match, but phenomenally well played by both players there. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. Woo! I am sleepy. How about you guys? Holy moly. So that was Saosin and Nyx Stalker. I'll send both of you your gems now. Kiol, I will add you in just a second. So, where are we? Nyx, there you are. There's 5 gems. And Saosin, there's 5 gems for you. Oh my god, was the reference. Oh, okay. Woo! Well played, both players there. Very well played. Alright, and now I will add Kiol. Again, to anyone who doesn't know, if you send me a friend request during a live stream, I will guarantee to add you. If you send one to me outside of the live stream times, I may not. I am somewhat flooded with friend requests. Nice match, says Kalpesh, and I agree, it was a very nice match indeed. Pochettino was way too nervous, and understandably so. That was a real back and forth match. Anybody's game by the end there. But that 9 turned out to be remarkably helpful. She was never a massively useful character, card, back in the day, but yeah. She really came into her own in that fight. Very, very impressive. Petitioning, I don't know if that wouldn't have been faster with Cocoon Trap instead of just Cocoon. Possibly, but the thing about Cocoon Trap is that your opponent's only ever going to fall for it once. And then after that, Nyx would just have brought out Share to activate the Cocoon Trap and then would have brought out the creature that he wanted out onto the field. So I generally don't advise Cocoon Trap. It only works once. It only works once. Freeze Summon is good to have as an anti-gimmick if you know that your opponent's about to bring out, you know, a Lilith or something like that. Just Freeze Summon. But yeah, generally speaking, targetable manual transformation cards are better idea. So yeah, well done. Oh yes, Leek, thank you for reminding me. Gumiho. So should be under notices. Load. All right. 2-7, you said. Valentine's Day announcement. Oh my goodness, these are so tiny. All right, is it one of these ones up at the top or is it further down here? Oh man, none of those. No, definitely not those. Magician, you had no chance to show Potemkin in that deck. You had Potemkin, nice. Miss, Crunchyroll's latest poll, what's more powerful, a steamroller or an ambulance? Well, I mean, the technical definition of power, it would be a steamroller. I'm still not seeing any Gumiho. No, not that one. Well, that was a 2-7. You said 2-7. Oh, this one. Patching it on 2-7. Yeah, okay. It was a different 2-7. Chongyong. All right, I see. Yeah, Gumiho Choryung. In fact, actually, you know what? I may just open this up so that everyone can see what is going on. Gumiho. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let me just maximize this. And then I think I've set this up so that I can show this. All right, so this should work. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go. That's Gumiho for people who were curious. There we go. Yay, that worked. I was not expecting that to. Drains 4 HP from the nearest opponent and plus 4 HP at the end of the turn. If it's above 16 at the beginning of the turn or if targeted by a spell, transforms into its transformed state. Yeah, it looks good. So that's the one you're saving up for, is it? That's a good one to save up for. Alright, now we're back. Okay, good. I didn't really do all of that. I wouldn't understand because I'm not caught up with JoJo. Yeah, I'm not caught up with JoJo. There's just so many things out there to watch. Most of which, to be honest, aren't anime. I like anime, but I'm not like a weeb or anything about it, or an otaku. Nyx, your Parnok is still waiting. Dun dun dun. Parnok. Okay, once again, if anybody wants to get involved in sub-battles, we don't have any 10 or 5 gems left, but we do have some 3 gems. Win or lose, you'll still get the gem rewards. So yeah. He looks great. Yeah, I had actually seen that card in the announcements earlier, and I was like, ooh, interesting. But it's an EXT card, so God knows when it's going to be in rotation. And that's the only way I'm ever going to get EXT cards is via rotation. I'm never going to be able to afford to buy them. As you can see, 205,000 gold. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Calpesh, you really want to battle badly. Yeah, but you don't have the game installed, so it's sad. It's very upsetting. King J64X, can you jump in? Absolutely, yes. If you want to do a sub battle, put your in-game name in the chat, and then hopefully somebody will challenge you. If you want to challenge me, just send me a battle request. Yeah, either way. Either way. And if anybody has any decks that they want to display so that the chat and myself can look over them and kind of review them or just sort of admire them, post the deck code in the chat as well. Yes, I don't know why I'm here, actually. I was fucking around in the store, but while we'll see if anybody wants to challenge King to a sub battle, we'll just quickly jump in here. It's always worth checking the latest shops out, just in case there's any good snipeable cards. Mist, you gotta go apparently. See ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Next Mabinogi Duel live stream on Monday. Monday. Keep it all. Hello. Welcome. If you want to get involved in a sub battle, keep it all. Let me know in the chat. We're trying to get everybody involved in sub battles. There's nothing really good in there. I don't know why I'm stuck on that page. Oh, that's cute. I like Mage Miri. She's adorable, but terrible ability, unfortunately. Terrible. Which is a shame. So yes, if you want to get involved in sub-battles and gain some gems just for participating, let me know in the chat. If you want to challenge me personally, send me a battle request. If you want a deck review, send the deck code. While everybody thinks about it, we'll just try jumping into another normal duel. We'll see how well we do. Found an opponent. Like that. Instantaneous. Oh, fascinating. Cat Merchant. I feel like this is going to be a gimmick deck. There's 3 colors, so maybe not. Maybe not. It's such a weird hello. Sorry, I disturb. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's all charging into nature. Of course it is. Of course it is. Leek wants to know what the code for your deck is, Saosin. If you feel like sharing, please do. That's a nice little counter there. So let's do a nice little counter of our own. Alright, so this player is not a dummy. Recognizes an ambush vine drop when he sees one. I'd underestimated him because he's running Cat Merchant Hero, but yeah, looks like I should not have. Which is good. It's always nice meeting people who actually, who aren't new. I always feel a little bit bad about fighting new players. Even with my crap decks. Very defensive player. Are we sure this isn't like Japanese Nick Stalker? Nix, you want me to duel you? Yeah, fair enough. That's a surefire way of getting my butt kicked. Looks like we're both just charging up here. You know what? I'm going to drop something, force a response. There we go. I don't really care if it's removed. I just don't want to give him the level up and the charge. Divine Punishment. Odd. Okay. Strange choice, but I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm playing highly defensively. It's not generally the way I like to play, but this deck that I'm running is a very, very defensive deck. So it's not the way I enjoy playing. I much prefer playing tempo. But what do you mean, what? Nick Stalker. Yeah, it's a very defensive deck. I kind of want to drop Ammon Tour, but I'd like to reduce some of this guy's resources first. Man, so much charging into nature. Well, the game's telling me to go outside for a while. Yeah, nobody wants to make the first move. I'm going to have to play something, though, because we're running a bit tight on nature. Cowpish, you may know him, he's an excellent player. Yeah, I can tell. Very, very defensive. I'm wondering... You know what, I assume that I'm going to lose this, because it's a very good player. And I'm running a crappy little deck. I really wish I hadn't charged into nature. God damn it. Well, you know what? If it brings out a creature, it's going to be okay, because Ambush Find's going to activate, and then I'll get some nature resources on my level up, on my beginning of turn. But yes, I'm going to assume that I'm going to lose this one. Generally, if they're very good players, and they've been playing for a while, they're just going to have better decks. Out comes the Drag to Hell, and that's going to do 5 damage, so it's alright. It's a bad resource trade on my part, but it's okay. We'll bring out... our kitty cat, just to force responses. Really wish he'd play a creature. Nope, Nox Launcher has stopped. Oh dear, I think my emulator may just have crashed a bit. Hopefully not. I'm a little bit worried though. Okay, no, it's fine. Another Drag to Hell. Okay, so double Drag to Hell. It's fine, it's an even resource trade, doesn't really matter. I think this guy's going to be like predominantly spell-based, and that's really annoying to fight. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. To the point where, honestly, I mean, if he throws out nothing but spells for the next 2 turns, I'll probably just fall. Ah, no, here we go. Here we go. Paranock deck, okay. Yeah, I mean, it was pure spell-based control, and I thought, here we go, it's just going to be pure spells, and then I'm going to have to just quit. Yeah, never mind. Gimmick decks. Why you would bring a Paranock gimmick deck into a normal duel, I have no idea. It's not like you need to make sure that it works. There's no challenge there. I mean, it's a gimmick deck, of course you're going to win. I mean, duh. It's like bringing a rocket launcher to a gun range. It's like, well, what possible options do you think are going to happen here? One thing is going to happen here. You knew it, Cowpish. Your sense is still there. Yeah, booyah. Yeah, as soon as I see gimmick deck, I'm just like, nah, screw it. I'm out. I'm out. Peace. It's no fun fighting them. I mean, I could jump into these normal things with an anti-gimmick deck, but really, what's the point? Oh, hold on. I'll accept that fight then. Cancel reservation. What deck am I using? This one? Yeah, sure. Why not? Screw it. Screw it. I may be waiting for my brother at the airport for a while tomorrow, so maybe I'll take the time to design some decks. One mutant on Kior's side using the Tina Hero. Chinese New Year skin, I think that one is. Fortunately, the Tina Hero works out for both of us, since I have gold as well. Yay. I'm always so nature happy. It's bizarre. Yeah, you know what? I think this is actually safe, isn't it? She doesn't have any one-cost removals that can stop a leopard. Not with her colors. So it's going to have to be a poor resource trade. Good. Oh, damn it. The Fiery Zealot got the boost. Oh, well. Show it goes. Show it goes. Now, the question is, do I want to go for a quick wallop? I think the answer is yes, actually. You know what? I'm gonna be. This is not like super. Oh no, it's the furthest one. Shit, I misplaced that. Oh man, no, I deserve to lose that then. I deserve to lose that. Yeah, I forgot. I thought it was she switched places with the furthest friendly that's in front of a monster, but it's not. It's literally just the furthest friendly. Ah well, doesn't matter. I get a lot of damage off anyway, comparatively anyway for level 1. Can't believe I did that though. I needed to place Lychee on the far side. Ooh, Master Templar material, awesome. I like Material. It's a fun card.
Lost a creature.
Alright, so that's what, 18? So
Left on your battlefield.
that's going to drop by 6, that would be 13. It depends on where the defense goes, really, doesn't it? But you know what?
Cast the spell.
Judging Misplay King, aka Arc. Yeah, we'll do it this way. There we go.
Creature summoned.
It's not ideal. I really should be paying more attention to my my resource management.
Kill.
I was just so happy to see Material. Yay, Material. I think that was one of the last videos I made. Here comes a hunt, that's fine. It's an even resource trade.
Opponent charged additional resource.
And kitty.
Creature left on your battlefield.
Kitty.
Charged resource.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, I designed this deck basically just to try out Amantur. But I have to admit, I'm not really enjoying using him. He's very expensive, and as we've determined, he's very easily countered. You know, Drag to Hell counters him, transformation spells counter him, all kinds of stuff counter him. It's very depressing. So, yeah. It's not the end of the world. I mean, he's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but he's very expensive and very easily countered, and really his only ability is that he can't die to damage. Hey, Hunter Piole, but that's not going to work, because I have an ambush vine. Happy! Good, tonight my treat!
Accumulated resource.
So weird. I wish that these things were a little bit more obvious what you were trying to say, because unless the other person has sort of memorized the responses, you know, my opponent doesn't know what I'm trying to say, whether I'm trying to say good job, whether I'm trying to say, you know, oh no, or you know what, Piole? You suck. Go away.
Defeated opponent's creature.
I'm just kidding, Piole. You're lovely, really. Oh, charging into nature. What a huge surprise. It's actually okay this time, though. Oh, man. I'll be honest, I absolutely don't deserve to win this one. Keol deserves to win this one. No doubts. No doubts. Discard into gold. What are we about to see? Oh, Princess Fabicia, which we already know is a hard counter to this deck. There's nothing this deck can do about Fabicia. I don't think. No, nothing this deck can do about Fabicia. We've tried this already. Yeah, it's going to be 3 years. It's not going to be enough. It wouldn't work anyway, because she'd redirect it, wouldn't she?
Creature arrived.
And a Crusader. No remorse.
Summoned.
Alright. Then we'll throw out a Hail Mary. And you know what? Let's do this.
Called used cards from the grave.
This is going to have to be a pure Hail Mary. We can't deal with Fabicia, so we're going to have to work around her.
Defeated opponent's creature.
Camellia, says Nix. Yes, Camellia is definitely best. Camellia is definitely best. But I don't have Camellia. All I have is Amantur. Alright, still, Keel's got to deal with one of the creatures, which shouldn't honestly be too difficult to do. He's got more than enough resources for a surprise attack. Even a Holy Missile would work at this point. Goes for the Crusader block, which is interesting. Interesting. Now, is there any easy way of dealing with this? In fact, there is. So, I'm pretty sure Fabicia just redirects onto her. Yeah. Good. Alright, so this should be game on my side. I really shouldn't have won that one. I made a really stupid mistake early on in the fight, and I was not paying attention to my resources. So I should not have won that one. So I apologize to King. But nevertheless, very well played, very well fought. But actually, Amantur turned out to be kind of a winning card there, which is like, yay! Just as I say that I'm not very fond of him, he wins me the match. Calpesh, you love those cheap damage. Yes. I like chip damage creatures. I'm not a big fan of like basing your deck around like one big punchy card. I'm a big fan of chip damage cards as well. But Jetchany, I have this 5-star to the only one need to buy more packs. Yeah. Yeah, we all need more packs. More cards. There's 100 golds. Whoa! 100 golds? Why, with this I can buy nothing. Leech, you're back. Welcome back. You missed me winning. Okay, cat merchant, what have you got? Something nice? Nothing nice. Go away and never darken my doorstep again. I condemn thee to the outer limits of hell, Scamcat. Okie dokie. Alright then. We have like 5 minutes until the end of the stream, so I think we will just do a quick... what have I got? Yeah, so I have, it's not much, but I have like three gems that are going to expire on Saturday. So I'm just going to give these away very, very quickly. King, good game. Thought I was lose, but hope to do better. You did very well. You did very well. Honestly, I mean, I have no fault to find with your strategy. It was good. Bajechny was sending Leech a code. And Leech apparently got it, so excellent, good. Alright, so yes, we have 3 of these 3 gems to give away. I know it's not much, I'd hope to have more, but hey, what are you going to do? RNG's a bitch. Just super quickly, the next 3 people to shout Samurai Quack in the live chat will get the gems. Okay, so shout Samurai Quack in the live chat, just in the chat, and you'll get 3 gems. Calpish, let's give me some gems. Only if you shout Samurai Quack. First 3 people to do so. Let's put them up here. You're going to be a star, kid. You're going to be a star. Leech, oh no. If nobody shouts Samurai Quack, then nobody gets the gems. Calpish shouts Samurai Quack. Okay, well, you didn't really shout it, just kind of typed it very quickly, but whatever. Oh, you didn't get the code, you said it to me. Ah, okay. Well, Pajechny was trying to send you the code, apparently. Rai Senpai says Samurai Quack. We got one more. Who's going to be the last one to get 3 gems? Drumroll. Kestrel says Samurai Quack. It's close enough. Okay, so King. First, King, you're Keol, right? I have completely blanked. Let me know. But yes, okay, so 1 goes to Reagan, 1 goes to Rai Senpai, and 1 goes to King. All right. Oh, yeah, no. Actually, 1 doesn't go to Reagan, unfortunately. No, does it, actually? Ah, no, I didn't see that. I apologize. 1 goes to Calpesh, 1 goes to King, 1 goes to Rai. Yeah, okay, so King, you're Keol. Good. All right, so there's the 3 gems. Next up is Calpesh. Oh, man. Kengi, where are you, buddy? You're going to be miles away. There's Rai Senpai, actually, so I'll just quickly send that to you. And Kengi. I wish this was in alphabetical order. It only is for some parts. Actually, I may have had to delete you. It's Kengi08, though. I am pretty damn sure. So, we'll just type that in. Whoop, wait a second. I'm just going to pause it there for a second, Kengi. That is your username, right? King, can you get advice on your deck? Yes, absolutely. Just as soon as Kengi tells me that is, or Calpesh says that is his username. I'm pretty sure it's Kengi08. Like 99% sure. Yeah, Kengi08, so I was correct. Good. And sent. Good, excellent. Alrighty, so King, let's take a look at your deck. 601 CA9E. I'll just do it over this one because I don't really mind if I overwrite the Amantur deck. It's not a good one. Oops. 601 CA 9E import. Alrighty, so we've got Crusader, Fiery Zealot, Hunt, Bullfighter. Yeah, I like Bullfighter. Piolet, which is nice. Nature Ambush, unusual. Night Invasion, also unusual. Snake Tamer Nicholas, also unusual. Fabicia, who's solid, and Materio. Okay, so let me just... We're going to have to open this up, I think, in a proper space. So I'm going to have to delete one of these decks, aren't I? It's so sad. I hate doing this. They have such memories for me. But it's necessary. Let's get rid of that Snake Tamer Nicholas one. There we go. Elich, you got the code. You went to YouTube side to get it. Okay, excellent. Alright, and we're just going to quickly save this deck. There we go. And share. Alright, so let's open this up so we can take a look at it properly. Kalpesh, Bullfighter is nice. Yes, Bullfighter is a fun card. I like Bullfighter. Alright, so let's see. How many removals? Okay, so the first thing that I notice is Ambush, Nature, and Night Invasion. You don't, especially alongside Flame Emission, you don't need that many AoEs. And Ambush and Night Invasion are not really that good because they're very, very situational. You want your deck to be as reactive as it possibly can be, so in any situation you need to have an answer. Flame Emission is a fantastic AoE. Honestly, if you have Flame Emission in your deck, you don't really need any other AoEs, not unless you're significantly worried about that sort of thing. So personally, I'd remove the Ambush and the Night Invasion. Especially because your Ambush nature is unbalancing your deck. You've only got 3 lights, but you've got 5 natures, and you really want to have 4/4/4. Pajechny says the deck seems like it's heavy resource. Yeah, that's the other thing. You've got early game with your Crusader, your Fiery Zealot, and your Hunt, and then you've got nothing for mid game. You've got no 3 cost cards. And then you jump into Bullfighter, which is fine, but that's basically it. Piolet isn't really a creature card, it's a removal card. So between Fiery Zealot / Bullfighter and Snake Tamer Nicholas, you've got like nothing in the mid-range there. So yeah. Kalpesh would advise Leopard. Yeah, Leopard, if you were going to replace Bullfighter, Leopard would be decent, but don't replace Fabicia or Flame Emission or Fiery Zealot. Those 3 are really good. Unless you find that you don't like Fabicia, in which case, yes, by all means replace Fabicia with the Leopard. But the Fiery Zealot and the Flame Emission should stay. Kalpesh, not Night Invasion, yeah. You'll suggest Surprise Attack, 2 cost. Yes, definitely that would be good. Exchange Night Invasion for Surprise Attack. Replace the Nature Ambush with another light card, which can be really whatever suits your style. You could go for a Holy Missile, you could go for Trap in the Castle if you find that you want more defensive orientated stuff to begin with. There's a lot of options really for a 4th light card. The other thing, possibly really the last thing that I would say, is Snake Tamer Nicholas is okay, but he's not brilliant, and he's very expensive. So you've got 3 very expensive finisher cards, and generally you only want 1. 2 is okay at a stretch, but that is a stretch. 3 really isn't a good idea because you're kind of locking off 3 of your the cards out of your deck. You're not going to be able to bring all 3 of those out in a fight as a general rule. So if you bring out Fabicia, then generally Materio and Nicholas become useless, and vice versa. Sometimes you can bring out 2, as you did in our fight, but it's not common, and if it gets countered, you're just dead in the water because you used up all your resources bringing them out. So I'd exchange Snake Tamer Nicholas, probably with a low or mid-range creature like an elf or something like that. Capture's really good, Hunt is really good, Hunter Piolet is really good. Light Elephant would be nice. Yep, Light Elephant would also be a really good exchange for Ambush Nature. Light Elephant or Light Elf, either way. Kalpesh, Ambush for Goblin Nature Mutant. You don't, there's 5 nature cards in there. You don't want 5 nature cards, you only want 4. 4, 4, 4, unless you're running something really, really necessary. So the Nature Ambush needs to be taken out and replaced with a light card. But yeah, I mean, as a general basis, the Crusader is good, Fiery Zealot is good, Hunt is good, Flame Emission is good, Capture is good, and then Fabicia or Materio, or both if you really like them, are good. Bullfighter is also solid if you can make him work properly, but the Ambush Nature, the Night Invasion, and I would strongly advise the Snake Tamer Nicholas need to be switched out in order to give yourself more mid-game presence. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid deck. Template wise, you're pretty much there. You've got your finisher, you've got your removals, you've got your utilities. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's nice. It's nice. Just a couple of little tweaks, and it'll be a very, very powerful deck. Kalpesh, Bullfighter is nice there. Yeah, Bullfighter is fine. Bullfighter is a good card if you can use him correctly. I know a lot of people who are really, really good Mabinogi Duel players who just can't use Bullfighter. For some reason, they just have so much difficulty using him. Just because it's a very specific style of fighting, and they find that they've used him at the wrong time or in the wrong sort of situations. If you find that you're having difficulty running Bullfighter, then you can replace him. But if you're finding you can play him properly, then yeah, absolutely keep Bullfighter. It's a very good card. Pagetany, Nicholas used to be good, but he had cost changed one day or something. Can't remember you were using him. Yeah, they changed Nicholas. One of the problems they did with Nicholas was they expanded the number of snakes that he could summon. And some of the snakes that he can summon are terrible snakes. You don't want them summoned. So that's part of the problem. If you love controlling decks, I don't know what that's in response to, but yeah. Oh, I see, right. You'd remove the lady for a cheap leopard. You'd remove Fabicia for a cheap leopard. If you were keeping Materio and you weren't fussed about Fabicia, yeah, you could replace Fabicia with a cheap leopard. But Fabicia is a really good card. She's very, very solid. She summons on her first turn. So... King of Play around with some suggestions. Yeah, I mean, have fun, and again, you know, take all of the suggestions with a pinch of salt. I mean, obviously, you know, veterans do know what they're talking about, but a large part of the game is designing a deck that works with your particular style. I mean, there are some decks out there that I take a look at and I go, holy crap, that's I would never be able to pilot that in a million years. I would lose every single match. But you put it into the hands of the person who designed it, and they win like every match they made. So, you know, listen to the suggestions, but don't feel that you absolutely have to follow them. King, Bullfighter saved your life a few times. He's a really good card. If you know how to use him, absolutely keep him. I had a video with Bullfighter, kind of in a starring role in it. I made a deck video featuring Bullfighter, and I kind of waxed lyrical about Bullfighter at the time. I was like, oh my god, I love this card so much. Liam, hey-oh, welcome to the end of the stream, unfortunately. Kalpesh, you'll release your version of it when you download the game back. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Kalpesh, you don't know about new cards, you may be wrong about the lady. Princess Fabicia, yeah, she's a good card. There are a bunch of counters to her, obviously. She's not like Lilith or Camellia or anything like that, but she's solid. She's a good card to have in your deck. The leopard summoning ability is nice and powerful, because she summons leopards like every single turn, and when she's summoned, so... Dynamite. She's a good card. Not meta breaking, but good. A friend request from Malvaro. I shall add you now. Again, to anyone who doesn't know, if you send me a friend request during the live stream, I will guarantee to add you. Send a friend request to me outside the live stream, I may not, because I get kind of flooded. Atharaxia, unfortunately, needs to be deleted. All these people that used to be regulars in the live streams that I now have to delete. It's very sad. But welcome to the friends list, Malvaro. Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home. Cookie, tea. Next is fighting. So tempting to jump in and observe, but he hasn't given us permission, so he won't. Okay, so yes, very interesting deck, and I still don't have Fabicia, which I'm very upset about. Kalpesh, is Nox fine for Mabinogi? Yep, I'm running, okay, Malvaro wants a friendly duel. Okie dokie. I'm running Nox, and I'm doing fine, but then my computer could basically launch space stations. So your mileage may vary depending on how good your computer is. You need to be. You also need to be able to get into the BIOS settings and change the activate the virtual machine. No. Oh right. Whoops. Oh, this is going to go very badly for us. Oh shoot. Okay. I hope that's a workable deck. Yeah. No, that's my budget deck. That's fine. It's like ooh. Instinct. It tried to make me play the other one. Ah. But yes, I'm running Nox, and as you can see, it's absolutely fine. Pajechini, honestly, I was surprised you haven't deleted you at such a long break. Yeah, well, I mean, I had a break of like a year as well, so I've only just started to delete people, and I'm working from the bottom of my list up. So I haven't reached you, and I won't delete you now because obviously you're active again. Citizen, okay. This may be a new player. So yeah, I kind of want to. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to because I want to get up to level up experience, which you need the extra stuff. King says thanks for the advice, Kalpesh. And yes, listen to Kalpesh. Kalpesh is a veteran, played in tournaments and everything. Magic Gourd Bomb, yeah, it's a new player. That's fine. I won't take them too lightly, but yeah, I mean, Magic Gourd Bomb for a single creature and using a normal citizen card, yeah. Okay. Let's do this then, and we'll drop that, and we'll drop this. Let's drop this. We've got more darkness than anything else. Actually, no, we'll drop it in. I'm so indecisive. And then we kind of guard it regardless. Oh, and it got the boost, so that's okay. And it's going to reset something anyway, isn't it? 5, highest to the 3 to 5 at the beginning of each turn. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So our defense is nice. Okay, Malvado, what you got? Hunt comes out, which is fine, because hello, hidden spider! There's always a hidden spider. That's becoming a motto for the Arcanauts. There's always a hidden spider. Trap in the castle. Yeah. I'm gonna do a play here, which please don't copy me when you're in proper fights. The only reason I'm doing this is because I know that this player is pretty new, so won't have any obvious ways of countering this play. Do not do that play when you're like in platinum or top 10 or something. Although if you're that far, you don't need me to give you advice. But that was a bad play. That was a very bad play. I placed a Hellhound out on the field, which can now be removed, and I did all of that just to remove the traps, so that the hidden spider could do his thing. Okay, so this is going to work out really nicely for us. The ambush mine's about to die, but we don't care. I don't need to play anything at the moment. If Malvaro doesn't do anything now, then I can just charge up. I can level up and charge up on my next turn. I don't need to do anything or worry about anything. They could use a hunt to remove my hidden spider, but again, I wouldn't need to do anything. Can't use a hunt to remove my hellhound. Don't have enough resources for a holy missile, so yeah, we're pretty much fine. If they use nature to block, say the hellhound, we'll just use Mukro and then we'll level up. So actually, we're in a no-lose situation here, which I think Malvaro understands because it's taken a little while to think about it. Eagle, cool. All right. Yeah, that's actually kind of annoying. So, yeah. I mean, you know, it's not like it's going to be a problem to remove the eagle or anything like that, but, yeah, it's annoying because now now I've got to do something about that goblin bomb squad, if Malvaro kills my hidden spider, my hellhound. Which, looking at the resources, they really can't. A discard into light, I'm okay with that. Surprise attack onto the hellhound, I assume. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay. That's what I figured. So let's do this. And charge up. Bum, bum, bum. Because it doesn't matter, the Skeleton Knight is going to kill the Golden Bomb Squad, and then it's going to get killed by the Goblin Bomb Squad's ability. Or Malvaro is going to hit the Skeleton Knight with a hunt to take it back down to normal, in which case the skeleton that appears is going to kill the Bomb Squad, and then the Bomb Squad's going to kill the skeleton. Either way, the Bomb Squad's off the field, and I maintain board control. So Malvaro levels up, drops an Elven Archer in front of that, which is, yeah, okay, that's fine. All we need to do is... you know what? Let's go for the slightly cheaper option. Let's do this. And we'll revive, so we can get all that stuff back, so that I can deal with it next turn. And then we'll just do this, because this leaves the Hidden Spider and a skeleton out onto the field, which Malvaro obviously needs to answer, and has very few ways of doing so.
Double kill.
Good play with that eagle, though. I like that eagle play. It's nice. A charge, and a triple charge. Kalpesh, I remember... oh, sad. Well, you did well. Good job. Well played. As I say, I like the eagle. It was a nice eagle. Kalpesh, I remember Arc deck. It was top running deck when I was still playing. Which Arc deck? There were so many. You're incredible. Which I think is Fene's good job. But yes, well played to Malvaro. Very well played. Oh, hey. Survived. Alright, Malvaro can still turn this around. I've seen games where somebody at 1 HP has taken down somebody at 40 plus HP. Because I have done it. So let's see. He's got a lot of resources. Got one less resource than me. Needs to remove both creatures, though. Unless she wants to rely on Fene's ability. Which, again, could... I mean, theoretically, RNG being what it is, Fene's ability could just activate an infinite number of times. That's how randomization works. I mean, every time we fight a Fene, I bring up the fact that in one of the tournaments I hosted, somebody won their tournament bracket because their Fene ability activated 5 times in a row. That was... oh, that was rough to watch. Surprise attack comes out. I think Malvaro's just spitting in my face. We're going to bring out a skeleton just because Fene's ability may activate, so the more creatures I have out in the field, the less chance it has of activating. But I'm pretty sure Hidden Spider's about to do this. It's very rare to see a double activate. And we don't. Okay. Well played to Malvaro. Well played, well played. Let's see. Good eagle usage. And, yeah, it was nice. Just, not the best card choices is the thing, but you know that sort of thing just comes with time. Kalpesh, 82% of the game downloaded. Excellent. Okay. Then we get the final 5 gems. Alrighty, and we get a whole 10,000 gold. Now that is actually a good amount of gold. It's much better than the 100 golds I've been getting. So yeah, 10,000 golds. Excellent. That's all gonna slowly add up to me being able to buy 1 card. Okay, so we're oh, it's 1717. So everybody make a wish. What is that? This fireball. Nope. Okay. We have 70 gems, so let's open 2 booster packs to finish off the stream. If anybody has any decks that they would like me to quickly review before we stop for the day, please post your code in the chat. Keep going to point that way. That's where the chat is on my screen. That's what I'm seeing. Magic Garden Fairy, Family War, Banishment, so many banishments. Senior Handmaid Isabella. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's a decent combo. Gifted Engineer's Eye. I've been running that in PvG, actually, in my dailies. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way of making it viable in PvP, but... you know, I mean, there's fun combos you can do with Betrayal and things like that. But it's proving problematic for PvP. Too many steps that's necessary. Newbie Duelist, Curious Flying Sword, and a Capture. Okay. So, nothing new, but, hey, whatever. All cards we can sell to the card exchanger, and a couple of 4 stars, so, you know, don't turn our noses up at that. Alright, what do we got? Oh, mama, that's a lot of gold. Well, it's a lot of gold tickets, I should say. It's not a lot of gold. Friend request from MCAN. I will add you now. Kalpesh, Discord link. Yes. Just give me a second. I'll do that now. There we go, the infinite one. Okay, so everybody should have the Discord link. MCAN, I'll add you now. I will always add anybody if they send me a friend request during a live stream. Outside of live stream, maybe, maybe not. You take your chances. You pays your money, you takes your chances. Bonus point if anyone can tell me what I'm quoting, because I forget. There we go. MCAN is added using Castiff Hero, which is always fantastic. I miss the old, wiggly boobs days when you could fight Castiff and his belly would go. Curse you, political correctness. You have deprived me of Castiff's wiggly belly. Okay, Rai Senpai, let's take a look at that deck of yours. Find deck with code 601CA48. There we go, and save that. Overwrite current, and open up and share. Okay, so what do we got? All right, yes, so this is the one that you posted in the line chat. So, Paralyzing Bullet, 2 Suspicious Peddlers, Magic Missile, Fiery Zealot, Firebolt, Vampire, Drag to Hell, Ifrit, Furora, Flame Emission, Magician Mask Field, Mana Variant, and a Dark Capture. Okay, so, interesting. I like it. First thoughts, I like it. I think it's a solid base. Paralyzing Bullet, I really like. Magic Missile's good. Fiery Zealot is good. Firebolt is good. Drag to Hell is interesting. It's a good card. I'm not 100% sure that it's perfect for this deck, but it does synchronize with the Suspicious Peddlers, so yeah, that's alright. Ifrit, interesting choice. Flame Emission is good. Obviously, Magician Masked Fields are always good, and Capture is always good. It's very interesting, put it that way. I would say, honestly, if you're playing it and you're finding that you're not having any difficulties, don't change anything, because you're doing, you've got it correct, basically. You've got 2 low-cost removal spells, you've got 1 mid-range removal spell, a kind of removal/utility spell in Drag to Hell, and then an AoE in Flame Emission. I'm not 100% sure about the Ifrit. I think that may be working against you. The Vampire also is not ideal. Ideally, what you want is you want a Mana Vampire +1, and then replace the... You'd probably have to replace the Magician Masked Field with a Dark Magician, which I know makes him more vulnerable to Holy Missile, but the Mana Vampire +1 is so good. It's the best Vampire by far, Mana Vampire +1. So if you can get a hold of that, always use that. Never use a normal Vampire. Mana Vampire +1, 100% of the time. And then what have you got? You've got 1, 2, 3 mutants. That's fine. That's not going to be affecting your level up too much. You'll start at 22 HP, which is okay. But yeah, Cowpish agrees with me, so excellent. But yeah, I like it. It's very, very solid. Honestly, I'd say that if you're doing well with it, keep it. If you're not doing well with it, then I would suggest that your problem may be with your Ifrit and your Vampire, as I've suggested. But apart from that, that's all. Good deck. Nacho Guerrero, can you take a look at mine? The code is yup. Let's take a look. Find a deck with code 601CAA4. Okay. Created by Stragan. Overwrite current deck. Alrighty, I'm already what I'm looking at I'm liking, so let's take a look at it in the share menu. Okay, ooh, interesting. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Paralyzing Bullet, excellent, always a good choice. Kadir's Flying Sword, an excellent 1-drop. Ambush Vine, excellent. Goblin Bomb Squad, excellent. Goblin Shredder, excellent. Amantur's Blue Spell Circle, excellent. Firebolt, excellent. Hunt, excellent. Flame Emission, excellent. And the Capture, excellent. Leave too few mutants, yeah. Now, Automata Turk and Watcher of the Forest Genie. That's where the problems are going to be. Again, I haven't specified this, but I'm assuming... Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I'm assuming this is all for PvP rather than PvG, because anything's viable in PvG. But for PvP, okay, well, let's start with the Watcher of the Forest Genie because she's the simplest. She's adorable. I love her. Wonderful utility card, but hugely expensive for her ability and completely shut down by a hunt, for example. Utterly destroyed by that. If your opponent is running nature, and most of them are, like 80% of decks run nature, the Watcher of the Forest Genie is basically... It's just not good. It's just going to be dead in the water. It can be removed for literally half of its playable cost. And its trap ability is fun. It's a lot of fun. But it's unreliable, put it that way. So it's very, very difficult to use the Watcher of the Forest Genie. I would strongly advise removing Watcher of the Forest Genie and replacing her with someone else. If you have Varum... Oh, he's the green SFNP 5-star guy, the one that vanishes creatures when he's played. If you have him, he would be a good replacement because you are missing finisher creatures. So, Watcher of the Forest Genie, very, very quickly, if your opponent's running nature, which they almost always are, she's kind of dead in the water, and half the time, even if they're not running nature, they can still kill her very, very easily. She's very easily removed. And her traps are funny, but they're not super useful because you can't place the traps. So next, maybe Leaf Ninja Hikaru. I really wouldn't advise it. Again, I love Hikaru just as a general kind of thing, but too tricky to use in PvP, too easily shut down for too expensive a cost. You want something solid. You're missing finisher creature. All of your creatures are chip and they're very reactive. You only have four like properly playable creatures in your deck at the moment. You have Kadir's Flying Sword, you have the Ambush Vine, you have the Goblin Bomb Squad, and you have the Goblin Shredder. The Bomb Squad is a defensive card. It generally won't get to attack the enemy hero. The Goblin Shredder is a reactive card. You're generally only going to play it in reaction to other cards. The Ambush Vine relies on another creature being played, and it will almost always die, leaving only Kadir's Flying Sword that's actually reliable damage output for you. So you need the last two slots, so Tom the Turk and Watcher of the Forest Genie, to be reliable finishers. Finisher creatures that can work in basically any situation, regardless of what your opponent does. So the new 5-star green creature, the Varum something or other, is really, really solid because he returns a creature to the hand but doesn't refund its cost. Really, really nice way of getting rid of nasty, nasty creatures like Camellia and Nerva and so on and so forth. Really, really good if you have access to that. Otherwise, choose a nature creature that A, meets HP breakpoints, which means that it survives hunt and surprise attack at every level, and B, has a utility ability that will always work the way you want it to, so that there's no randomization in it. So next up we have Atomic Turk. Again, phenomenally funny, very, very cool card, but in PvP, if you're going to run a Turk deck in PvP, your entire deck needs to be built around Turk. So you need cards that boost attack. You need like Gold Lion Croa, for example. You need Jareka's sword. You need counter spells. You need all kinds of stuff. Your entire deck needs to be built around Automata Turk. And even then, you'll only have a success rate of about 50-60% against normal decks. And you'll have a 0% success rate, unfortunately, against anything that's running gimmicks. So, in order to replacements for Turk, obviously if you have Snow Maiden Camellia, put her in, no question about it. Camellia would be amazing in this deck. This is a really nice deck for Camellia because Goblin Shredder works really, really well with that. Basically all of this stuff would just work really, really well with Camellia. And if you went with Camellia, then exchange the Watcher of the Forest Genie for Hunter Piole, and that's boom, that would be an amazing deck. If you don't have her, and I assume that you don't, go for... There's two options. You could either turn this deck into a pseudo anti-gimmick deck, in which case put Prowls in for Turk. Replace Turk with Prowls, because that's an excellent anti-gimmick card. Or, as I said, you know, Camellia, if you have her. Amantur would actually be okay here. If you had a good green finisher, then a Mana Vampire +1 would be good as a replacement for Turk. That would give you a nice mid-range aggressive creature that could be played either by itself or in reaction to another creature. And the good thing about something like a Mana Vampire +1 coupled with the Paralyzing Bullet is that if the enemy plays a creature and it's still got the paralysis, summoning symbol, you can play the vampire, drain the enemy's HP down to the point where the Paralyzing Bullet can murder it immediately. So Mana Vampire +1 would be really good, but if you're going to do that, make sure you have a really good green finisher. You need a 4/5 resource cost green creature that has a good attack value and a decent ability. So yeah, again, apart from those two cards, this is a really, really solid deck. And if you had Piolet and Camellia, it would be a really, really good deck. Honestly, I would kind of advise switching Watcher of the Forest Genie out for Piolet anyway, because Piolet synchronizes really, really nicely with Amantur's Blue Spell Circle and Paralyzing Bullet. So definitely think about that if you have Piolet. So yeah, apart from those two creatures, really, really good deck. And those two creatures are only bad because their abilities are not reliable. And in Turk's case, it takes a long time to charge up to a point where he's summoning anything of any real decent value. And even then, he has a chance to summon something useful, so something that actively harms you, which is a real problem. The number of times I've brought out Turk and he summoned like a goblin bunker or a pessimist soldier or something like that. It's been like, oh, so annoying. But yeah, otherwise very good. Okay, so if anybody else has any more of their decks they would like me to review, do post the code in the chat. I wasn't expecting this to be such a popular thing, but there's been like 4 or 5, so. So yes, if you have any, if you have a deck, post the deck code and we'll take a look at it and we'll review it. Whew. But yes, Nacho, apart from those two cards, excellent deck. We don't have any more gems, do we? No, we don't have enough gems. I'm going to save up the gems. I'm trying to save up at least 300 gems for every live stream. It's not going to work. It's not going to work for the next 2 live streams, I'm aware. But for the next 2 live streams, at the very least, we can do every live stream. We can have a 10 booster pack pull. Just quickly check this. Anything to snipe? No. Okay. Nacho, you'll think about it? You like Piolet? So you're thinking him? Yeah. I mean, I would definitely advise Piolet. He synchronizes really well with the rest of your deck already. So definitely worth a look-see for Piolet. If you go with Piolet, then just make sure that you have a nice finisher in your blue. I mean, even Undine Akora would work nicely. Just make sure to bring her out at level 2. Don't save her up for level 3. She's best at level 2. You can play her at level 3, but she's best at level 2. Alright, so, Kalpesh, can you buy Piolet in the cat store? I actually don't know. Let's find out, shall we? I'm not used to the new cat shop, the one that allows you to buy everything up to like 4-star cards. Catty boy, just give me 1 second. Piolet. Yeah, you can. 50,000. And you can get a Piolet. So there you go. Lovely. Ikeda boy, how would you go about using an energy deck? Depends on what kind of energy deck you want to use. The sort of most efficient energy deck, it uses the Hand of Atonement, I think. Let me just double check. Pretty sure it's Hand of Atonement. Oopsie daisy. Atonement. Nope. Oh, it's the Hand of something. God damn it, what is it? It's the one that has Cher's hand. Oh boy. Yeah, we could be here a while. Pretty sure it's white. And it's a spell. Hand of Salvation. Yes, there we go. Okay, so the most efficient way of using an energy deck is with the Hand of Salvation. So the idea is that you take a Court Veronica or the Gold Meister Lady, Meister Sanat, I have a suspicion. But the Gold Meister Lady that gains energy whenever a creature is summoned. And then you use either Grow Mushroom or Summon Dead, whichever is not the same color, to charge her energy up. And then you cast Hand of Salvation onto her, and then boom, big damage to your opponent's battlefield and hero. So that's like energy cannon. Otherwise, it really depends on the kind of energy that you're looking at. If you're looking at Nereva, then obviously you want transformation stuff, so partner her with a Lilith. You know, nobody likes that, but hey, it works. Yeah, I mean, every energy creature has its own different way that it generates energy, so it depends. Mino, you don't really need to do anything special with Mino, you just need to kill things. But yes, the most efficient way of using it is to basically use the energy creature as a cannon. So the Veronica is the one that's most commonly used, but resource-wise, it's better to go with the Meister. Leech, Mutants. Okay, let's take a quick look. 601 CAAA. Ka! It's the Raven deck. Alright, let's take a look. Whoopsie daisy, not that one, this one. Witch Inferia. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty mutant. I was expecting more mutants. I must admit, I was expecting more mutants. Mutant Holy Missile. Mutant Abandon Hope, Mutant Lilith Mernia, Mutant Ice Spear, Mutant Belphegor, Mutant Angel Orperia. Yeah, I can see that being annoying. Yeah, I can see that being an irritating deck to fight against. Monocolor though, so you've really got to rush the victory condition. Otherwise a triple color deck is obviously just going to beat the shit out of you in late game. Especially with all the mutants dropping your HP values. Ikaripoy, cool, thanks. Still thinking about the Divine Beast. Yeah, I'm still working on those myself, actually. Let's just reset that quickly. There's one or two Divine Beasts that I think do actually have potential, but it's tricky. It's very, very tricky. See, this one, yeah, no, I mean, turns the energy of all friendly creatures to 4. It's okay, but the defense is actually, that would be very, very interesting with a shield throw card. This one I really don't like very much. It's like a kind of a worse shadow vampire. I don't know why you would want to nerf your own creature's HP either. It takes everybody within hunt range. And then this one's actually quite interesting as well. If you're running chip damage decks, this could be quite interesting. Lionel, would you do a Duel of Summoners live stream again? If there's enough interest in it, yes. The last Duel of Summoners live stream we did was not great. We didn't get an awful lot of people on, but yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. It's definitely better balanced than Mabinogi Duel, so I would enjoy doing more Duel of Summoners live streams. But I need to know how many people are interested in that and how many people would prefer that I just keep doing Mabinogi Duel live streams. Leech, it's all about Inferia. Belphegor and Inferia is a great combo, but it's... well, yeah, no, yeah, I mean, it's solid. It's solid. It's just, again, it has the same problem that all double color decks have, especially mutant heavy ones, which is that you're starting out at a massive HP disadvantage, and you're going, in the mid to late game, you're going to have a massive resource disadvantage, so you really need to rush the win conditions with double color decks. Ikaripoy, but it's so pretty. They're all very pretty. They're all very, very pretty. I wish the turtle was more useful. I really do, because I like the artwork on it. It's possibly my favorite artwork out of all of them, although I really do like this guy as well, so it's just freaking awesome. But then, you know, I always play as Khajiit in Skyrim, so I have a soft spot for, you know, cat men things. I don't know, doesn't matter. So yeah, it's a fun deck by Lee, absolutely. But yeah, if you're gonna, just as a warning for anybody who's gonna try to copy it and run it yourselves, rush the win condition. Yeah, and again, yes, I will be trying to figure out a way of making these Divine Beasts work properly. So hopefully I'm going to start making more Mabinogi Duel videos again, and hopefully you'll be seeing some Divine Beasts in there. That's fun. Okay. Alright, we are like way past time here. So I'll finish up there. I will send a... I'm just going to copy the Discord invite again into chat. So if anybody wants to jump in and get advance warning of the live streams I'm going to be doing, or get involved in the videos, or again the live streams themselves, jump into the Discord. I'm way more active on the Discord than I am on my other social media, so it's just an easy way of staying in touch, basically. And of course, if you're into Duel of Summoners or Mabinogi Duel or anything else, we have channels and rooms for discussions of all of those things, which can be very helpful. So do feel free to jump in and get involved in any of that. So I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow, unfortunately, because I've got to go and pick up my brother from the airport. So the next live stream is going to be on Monday, and it will almost certainly be a Mabinogi Duel one, unless people in Discord start voting for something else. See you soon in Discord, Calpish. See you soon. So yeah, that's it. Thanks to everybody who came to this live stream and got involved. A special thank you to everyone who got involved in the sub battles, and to everyone who posted your deck codes. Thanks for sharing. And in the cases where you asked for assistance, I hope we were actually able to help. More on Monday, so I'll see you peeps then, if not sooner, in the Discord. Bye, and bye from Samurai Quack.